There we go. This is fine. Okay. Whew. Okay, use storytelling again. What's up? What's up? Ugh. 2 weeks off of was that 2 weeks off of streaming or 2 Saturdays? Twitch is not gonna be happy with me. They're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Um. Well, no, I didn't stream last Saturday. I streamed Saturday before that. Oh, I did. I just took off 2 Mondays. That's what it was. See, I already forgot where I've been. Life's a mess. It's all a disaster. um, Love that, Brianna. Appreciate that. This should be fun. We're just doing some TB. Got I think 8 people today for TB. Possibly, we'll see. It's 8 or 9 or 7. We love concrete numbers. um, Wait, why is it? Oh, I'm on the wrong server. Ew, that's not good. Okay, there we go. But yeah, hope everybody had a good couple of weeks. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. No, the panel was fun. And I hadn't met Karishma or Carl in person before, so it was good to get to meet them and talk to them for a little bit. So I had a lot of good. I had a good time in Houston. That was a really fun event. Um, it was like a smaller event than I think the New York one, naturally, because New York is just massive as a city. But I really enjoyed it. It was a good vibe. And I got to run a in-person Clocktower game when I was there as well. For some of the patrons at the patron meetup, and that was a fun game to do. And it was like a 14-player TB. It was a fun one. Nice to meet you too. Um, yeah, nice to meet you, Yoli. Thanks on the Zon release. I like the Zon a lot. I think Zon is going to be fun to make scripts for. Um, the first thought was, how can I make a script where Zon 4 or 5 is like actually a threat? Um, Madeline Kyoko, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of shenanigans I can do with Zon right now. And find some script or possibly write one that makes the higher Zon numbers viable. Because I feel like a lot of scripts are gonna be Zon 2 or 3. Like that's gonna be, I think, the typical. Zon 0 could be funny, yeah. Just cause a lot of chaos and then have the evil team all bluff on one night that their info is wrong. That's the one way to play it as well. Also, the reason I like the Zon a lot is because the Zon does cause that poisoning on that night, but even the evil team has to figure out what night that is. So in a world, the evil team could also get trapped themselves of if evil's all bluffing information. The town's info flips one day, but evil doesn't flip their info, then it becomes pretty obvious who the evil team is. So evil has to figure out what outsiders are in play too. Zon plus Godfather is a really fun combo to think about as well. Because then they just know for sure like the day count. Pam, thank you for the 5 months, and yeah, good to see you in Houston too. Hope you had fun playing that Clock Tower game. um, in our game in Houston, Pam ended up drawing the demon token, so that was fun to watch. um, it was good 4 weeks ago. Oh, that's wild! They got that out so fast. Okay, okay, there we go. To where? There. Okay. Post the grimness. Oh yeah, yeah. I had it on my iPad. I can do that for sure. I just need to remember. I'll do it right after this. Um, did I copy this right? Yeah, copied. Text messages. Uh, uh, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate that. I think that's yeah. Okay, wait. I'm forgetting someone. I'm forgetting someone. Oh my god. Okay. One, one. Mm, that should be Friday. I did use Pocket Grim, yeah. I just used that website, so that was went well doing that. Yeah, isn't the right code to people? Oh God. Okay, I did. So yeah, Pocket Grim actually worked very well for it. I hadn't used it before, so I was worried like, is this gonna mess up in some way, shape, or form? But it went very well, so I was really happy with it. So yeah, I mean, perfect. Um, so let me see. Actually, early. What do you mean early? I'm on time. And what do you mean actually? Like I'm usually on time with my streams. Okay, I don't start late often. I don't have I started late for Clocktower in a while. I think I'll just start like at 1:58 sometimes. I don't think I've been late. I think I need to go check my bots. um, Blurbs, thank you for the 4 months as well. Appreciate that so much. And yeah, thank you for the 5 months. So I was actually work from home. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I hope I'm not too distracting. um, I remember giving players chance in their phones. Yeah, that's actually still a good idea because I was like running around a lot with the Grim, be like, "Here's the QR code. Please look at the script." So I think some kind of paper handout might be a good idea in the future. Monday game 2 has never started late ever. You're exactly right. Yeah, I've never started Monday game 2 late. It's always on time when they need to be there. Um, Sam, what do you mean I've always been wrong? What the hell? What did I do? Angel, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it, man. Um, okay, I think people are slowly trickling in. We'll see. Um, okay. So we're missing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have you, Grace, Taryn, and who else? Grace, Taryn, and Jake, and then Mike. I join later. Okay, so I think it's 7 person for the first game. That should be quick, and then game 2, I might have 2 more people join in. Timing was weird for a lot of people today. Sounded like, or like a lot of people had to make it for like a game 2. It's fine. Shelly, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Um, I think it's always hard doing. I will say it's always hard doing a clock tower stream after an event because people are like traveling or getting home right after. And it's like, uh. So that's always a fun time. um, but I think it should go well today. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna do 1 or 2 games. And it'll probably be quicker games for this smaller player count because a lot of people were busy today. Um, so we'll figure that out as we get there. Um, okay, hold on. True, Haley. Yeah. Um, I might do that last second too. Chase, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if does not. Okay, Jake's audio is Jake's audio working? Okay, Jake has a headphone symbol. We'll see. We'll see how this is going in a sec. Okay, that. Huh. Okay, camera's on there. Runder, thank you for the tier. Runder woman. I'm gonna tongue twister. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that so much. Um. Um. Okay. People your person had a great time. I'm glad you had a good time. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you for joining in, by the way, as well. But I'm real glad you enjoyed the game. Appreciate that. All right. I think we're good there. I'm gonna run it with. I'm gonna run it with 7. Um, yeah, 7 should be fine. Run it with 7, and then 2 people are coming in later, and that should get us to 9 for the second game because I can run game 1 quickly. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do that. All right. I'm gonna switch it over.
Which is what you got to go back to for win conditions and all that nonsense. It says a drunk player has no
Violet Moon, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate that so much. Thank you.
text of the war talks. It says townsfolk abilities yield false information, but they don't have an ability.
Well,
so
drunk is also not a townsfolk.
No, but you get in sex and violence they can be because you're not the drunk.
Oh, right.
You're made drunk by abilities. You're townsfolk made drunk by abilities. So I have sent a Dwight a text wall of images and reason and quotes like a legal document as to why I think it should be the other way. And I'm gonna
put it together. I'll forward it to Stephen Medway and we'll get him to
go straight to the top, straight to the top, to the top of the game making. Anyway, so
you ever walk into a meeting and you feel like you didn't prepare for the meeting?
Well, we could ask. Why don't we just ask Ben, Christian? I'm sure he would have a good answer for this.
That we are so privileged, Stephen. We could ask these high level clock tower people these answers. I wanted to basically, before I escalate, I try to handle it at a low my level first, and then
how rude to the people assembled here.
No, I'm low level. I'm escalating it to you guys now. You're being escalated. Okay. You're the escalation. Right. It's like it's when you have an IT issue, you don't call. You don't call Bill Gates, right? You just you start at the low level high T.
That's why I haven't been able to get my computer fixed.
Yeah. So anyway. Oh man,
I'm just Jake's resetting his PC because I think he was having issues with connectivity. So
no,
I'll get after that.
No,
I might be able to.
How are you all doing today?
But
okay, all good.
Nah,
There's a slight echo.
You're loud again, Terry. You're loud. Your new mic settings. You're loud.
Yeah.
My setup is loud. Okay.
Ever since I told you one time you were too quiet. I was like, I'm sorry I keep talking over you, but I think your mic is too quiet. And now you've turned it up to 11.
Yeah, hold on.
How's everyone's week been?
Fine. How's your week been?
Good. What was in the Houston event with a couple of the folks here. So it was a good time.
I'm still so
when you're
tired.
putting out the call to play, are you just texting people individually? What is your way of doing that?
Yeah, I will remember on
You'll see the Dwight signal that goes up?
Ravens.
Yeah, I'll send a Wednesday or Thursday and massively text people and just okay, we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's just it's nothing official.
Well, no, but I mean, it's just sort of like a hassle, right? It's a lot of and you kind of are planning a script around the number of people. I mean,
yeah, that's kind of that's why I thought about changing it up a bit because so for example, this week I texted about. I will count it real fast.
It's the fear. I've had this before, with podcast scheduling or stuff, where it's the fear of being I think I'll probably get a 60% yes rate, but if I send out 120%,
right, they're all
more. And then they all say yes, and then I'm there's too many people. Yeah.
I sent out 19 texts, and we got 8 or 9 today. So, 19 texts,
That's a
20
50%
people.
acceptance rate, right?
A little bit lower than that, but also some people were coming in. I think 2 people coming in late today, so it's kind of higher than that. But yeah, it's one time I did it, and when I first did it, I would text people about I text 15 and get 11 to 12, and then one day I texted less people because usually people respond pretty frequently, and it was everyone a lot of people didn't show up. I was I have 4 people. So then the next week I sent 20 texts and I got 18 yeses, and I was I can't predict this. This is a disaster.
Well, my greatest fear, Dwight, is that I will say no to you because I have something going on for 4 weeks in a row, and then you're I'm never gonna message Chris. And I'm right up just off the mailing list,
No, I will.
No, I'm still subscribed.
No, no, I will message literally anybody ever. Sometimes it's on me because I'll get.
Grace, you're literally anybody. Anybody.
No, you know what I mean. I mean based off the response. Yeah. Oh my god, you know what I meant. Oh my god,
you are alive.
I'm the worst. I'm never speaking again. All right, I'm gonna set the game for 7 people. So yeah.
Am I still loud? Am I too loud?
No, that's great. Actually,
you sound very resonant. It actually,
yeah, it sounds great mic quality. Yeah.
Is my mic working?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank God.
Dwight, why text over email? Do you have? I mean, just because you're a young person?
Yeah, that's about right. That's about
Steven,
right.
are you emailing invite? Like, is that how you email? That's
Well, it's just so
yeah.
much more convenient. You just send an email to 20 people or 15 people.
Sam, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Event.
Yeah, no, or a Discord group is actually what I was gonna say. If you make a Discord and then like people can react, like I'm thinking like, but you went old school, Steve. I kind of like it. I think old is new again.
It's the well, thank you. That's very nice. That's
Yeah, no problem.
This is it's just like all I know. You know, I'm like text still feels a little bit newfangled.
You got to get on the
That's
Liz
hilarious.
Wilcox email marketing strategy.
I've actually emailed her for her advice about stuff.
If you want to hop in, we only have 7 right now. But if you want to wait till the second game, that works. Yeah.
No, bring her in.
Yeah.
Yes, Sammy.
Sammy, do it.
It's actually now or never. Actually,
She's coming. She's
Yeah.
coming. She just got out of the shower,
Oh,
but
Sammy's joining in. Okay. Sick.
does that fuck up your whole thing?
That no, not all. It's TB. You can't really mess up setting up a
Okay.
TB game.
No.
we will
Hop in,
slowly reclaim the gender dynamics of this room.
Yeah.
I swear this was not by my invitation list. It's a very even in terms of people I invited. Let me be clear.
Literally anybody, he says.
Oh my god.
Except
And
women.
you're full of women.
I'm never speaking. I'm just gonna stop speaking ever.
Owen, can you hear Sammy? I feel like this is a little bit of a, you know.
Matt, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it.
Side.
Yeah. I'll go outside. No, we cannot hear each other because we're 1, 2.
Oh yeah, I did see this on release.
There's like 5
I like it a
rooms
lot.
between us. We have a very long, skinny apartment. Very New Orleans, she said.
So she heard you.
Well, because she's in
I
the
will
bedroom
make
now.
literally
She's
anything.
making her way to the front, to the living room.
Oh lord.
Can I brag about something? I later today I'm doing pro wrestling commentary for the first time ever. That's what I'm doing.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a tryout for a local Toronto company. I'm very excited.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm also very. I think I'm gonna be very bad at it.
No, I think you'd be good.
We'll see. We'll see.
Are you a big pro wrestling person?
Oh, it's my like first love. That's what I grew up watching. Yeah.
I was at a bar last night. I ended up talking to this guy who did pro wrestling, like some like, I don't know, like local pro
Yeah.
wrestling thing. And this guy, you know, little older gentleman, he was like probably around 55.
Yeah.
And he just would not stop showing us photos of him at 25 with his shirt on. And, you know, it was like, well, oh, you did pro wrestling? That's cool. But after by like the 6th photo, it was like, it was a little bit much. I felt bad.
Dude, why do you think I love pro wrestling? That's hilarious that he just was showing you pictures of him.
Yeah, it was.
Like wrestling, or was it just like his like promo pics of like, you know?
No, he's like, here's me hitting someone with the chair.
Yeah. Amazing.
That was the first one. That was kind of cool. But then, you know, by the 8th one, I kind of felt bad for him.
Wait, do I need to send Sammy the code? Did you do that?
I'll text it to her.
Okay, no, that's on me. Nope.
Was the old timer's name Terry Bolia?
You know what? No, I don't. You know what? Was it? I don't even know.
Sorry, that's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh shit! I don't know. I'm like not a WWE person. I like consider it like soap opera on steroids. You know what I mean?
That's
cool,
basically
though.
what it is.
That actually is what it is. Yeah, it actually is. Yeah.
There was a wrestling question on Pop Culture Jeopardy for Final Jeopardy on one of the episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was good. I liked it more than I thought I would, I guess.
Did the teams thing work? I haven't watched it yet. Did the teams of 3 thing work?
I think so. You're definitely less invested in each individual person, you know?
Right. They already have their support system.
Right. Exactly. So it's like, but it was cute. It was fun.
Naomi was on it.
That's the other option.
Jennifer, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate it.
Taryn, you
Do I have the
unmuted.
time? Okay, I got unmuted. That's so weird. My audio system
just
is
drag.
randomly unmuting me, which means I cannot speak to my chat about my roles.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
Oh,
tough.
no.
Just have to
I
talk
guess I can do it
very
manually up
quickly.
here.
Yeah.
Boss, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
There she
Can
is.
hear him.
Hey, Sammy.
Sammy.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Well, Grace and I holding it down against the woman haters today.
That's what I'm saying.
Once again, not my
man,
fault.
woman
I
hater,
invited
hater
I know, invites for Ethan.
So many women. He invited so
I
many
swear to
women. he
God.
said.
Think of anyone who was breathing.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. All right,
Guys, we should
here's your
just
roll.
change our names to the Little Rascals characters.
Well, who are you gonna be, Jake?
I don't
Which
know.
Little
I'm like
Rascal?
gonna pull up a list right now. I'm like, I
Are you?
All right, does
I feel like
everyone-
all of their names feel rude for me to say that you would be one of them. But I
No,
feel like
no, fire away.
I feel like you give off some Spanky vibes.
everyone sees a roll of some kind, right?
Yeah.
All right. In that
Sammy
case,
sometimes tells me I look like alfalfa in the morning.
Yeah.
I was literally just gonna say you might be alfalfa.
You might be.
right.
All the time.
Good.
This is an every morning thing.
Good night.
Every morning.
Oh, Owen, your and Taryn's profile pics are quite interesting. Do you folks see that?
This made more sense when everybody was doing it last time. Also, I can't remember how to change it.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I'm never changing mine. It's
No, yours
staying
is great.
Roxroid Toad forever.
Player cosmetics. Ah, here it is.
Hey.
Hello.
Your demon is your neighbor Sammy.
Oh, fun.
And oh yeah, I guess poison someone while you're here.
Okay, so the debate is between Christian and Taryn, obviously. I think Taryn, I feel like he's between the two of them, they're both like, well, really, it's like this is a table full of sharks, so it could be anybody. There's also like an argument to be made for poisoning someone who's going to really run with the poison info, but I think I want to kind of like inhibit Taryn out of the gate. So I'm going to go for Taryn, I think.
All right, Taryn it is. Thank you.
Oh, bye.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Love that. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with those as the two for the outside for the fake outsider. Because I can see a world in which Taryn gets a 1, possibly noms a neighbor, gets executed. I don't want him to know Christian's a drunk, so I'm gonna keep the other one on Jofo. Also, Jofo always gets a mayor. What is this? Yeah, Jake confirmed, so put pressure on Grace. Grace would look like a spy or something. Yeah, okay. And yeah, and also the same bluff is safe with Slayer being the drunk. So yeah, that's a really good poison. Let me go over here. You know, we were just talking about how you're always evil, and then you sit down, I click send token, and I'm like, oh, imp, that's fitting. That tracks.
This is great. Who's my minion? What are my bluffs?
Your neighbor Fishback is your minion.
Oh my god, fuck yeah. Okay. What are our bluffs?
Monk.
Okay.
Fortune teller.
Okay.
Saint.
Great. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. Putting a picture on the wall. What is this? Okay, all right, Grace is gonna get these two as outsiders. What's up, Grace?
Hello, Dwight.
Hey. You learn that either Jofo or Christian is the drunk.
Are you lying to me?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. All right, bye.
Bye. And then we're gonna do the one here. Hopefully Fishback learns this and can keep it on Terran for a while. Hey.
Hello.
1.
Ooh, okay.
Right, thank you. All right. Everyone can hear you typing. That's funny. I'll give them time to type a bit. Watch Terran Nom Jake. I could definitely see that, but I'm wondering if Terran Nom's Jake, right, confirms his info, makes Grace look evil, would make them doubt the drunk ping, makes them believe the Saint is real, is kind of my hope right now. Also, Owen Ravenkeeper We'll see if they can poison kill that. Like I said, listen, I love TB. There's so many different ways this can go. I think TB is such a good script. Like for experienced players, new players, it's so much fun. So let's do this. Let's go and get started. Where's my phone? Okay, no, I keep looking at my phone thinking someone's texting me, but no, I'm just actually losing my mind. All right.
Update.
Some of them did.
Good morning, everybody. Guess what? Me, your storyteller, has perished once again. What a shame. You should figure out who did this.
Stunning turn of events.
All right.
All right, we can figure out things.
All right, should I just trust you with info?
Sure.
Gotta trust somebody. One or Jofo or Christian is the drunk.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, that's actually extremely relevant to me. One of Jofo or Christian is the drunk. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you hear of any other outsider, it's been a while since I played, I feel like. But
It says there's one outsider. There could technically,
Yeah.
if there is a
So it's-
Baron, add
yeah.
2 more.
Yeah, so it's would be helpful to figure out if we know, like, I feel like the last time I was playing, there was a lot of like using the context clues to figure out which type of minion was in the game, which then became very helpful to figure out like who might be lying. So I feel like, I don't know, that's the info I have.
Eller, the empath, or the Slayer.
Empath, Steven.
But I know that your
Empath,
3 for 3
Slayer.
are often not your real 3, Christian.
That is something that has happened in the past, but it might be fine this time. So I do notice 2 of ours overlap, which is interesting.
Yeah, well, so I mean, I'm one. I know what you're not. I'll say that.
Yeah. So, well, I think we're reciprocal on that. Well, I'll tell you, let's filter around. It sounds like we don't have let's have a little bit of trust here. But we can move on here. But I think
I have reason to believe that you're not a baddie, and so I'm willing to, or you're not, the baddie.
Okay.
So I'm willing to like start to lay down a foundation here.
Okay. All right.
So that they do try to kill me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay. Bye.
Godspeed.
Y'all left our private convos. What? They have 3 minutes.
Well, that too better this time than last time, dude.
Oh.
But I'm trying to learn from mistakes, and I don't think it would be wise for me. I am a townsperson, but I don't think it would be wise for me to give out information about.
Are you a first night information roll?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's why I think it's better to.
All right, that's fine. I'm all, do you want to like do 3 for 3?
I could do that. I'm trying to. Let me think of my 3 real.
Brando, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing good today. Hope everything goes well. What you're doing.
As well.
Love you too.
Sure, I'll do 3 for 3.
Okay, give me what you got.
All right, I
said it back this time.
Monk, Virgin, and Ravenkeeper.
Sorry, what was the first one?
Monk.
Well, it's frustrating to me is that whenever I play these games, I'm much better at good than I am as evil, because people are like, Christian tries to solve the game when he's good. He does it when he's evil. And I was like, I talked to my chat. And I'm like, look, this time I'm gonna solve this game. I'm the imp, but I'm gonna solve this game. I'm gonna be active. And people around the room are like, oh yeah, Christian's trying to solve the game, and Sammy's like, I don't like how much he's talking. I'm like, I can't win. I can't win. And it's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you at all.
Because you were quiet in the round before, or quieter in the round before. Like literally, that was the only difference for me.
It's nothing. No, I'm not mad at you. No, what it tells me is that the challenge of trying to balance the expectations of many different groups, and that's just the nature of the game. I feel like Jeff Probst right now. Isn't that what makes Survivor so complicated? It's made it so complicated. That's what goes on. Anyway. So no worries. Go on. Yeah.
Oh, well, no. I will say this because I am like horrible at a 3 for 3. I don't get night 1 info.
No night 1
is what
info.
I will say.
No night 1 info.
But I'm a townsfolk.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'll give you my 3 then. I think it'll be the cleanest thing for me to give you. Okay.
Okay.
So you're townsfolk, not outsider. No night 1 info for.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So.
But Jofo, I'll tell you, you were one of the options.
Well, that would suck. Okay.
Fascinating.
I guess who's the? Well, I guess it doesn't really help to say who the other option was unless you feel comfortable. But I wouldn't know if I was drunk, I suppose.
Right.
So I guess the options are either the person who you learned that from is the true drunk and learned bad info, or that there is a drunk in the game and it's me or this other
They
person.
could be drunk, they could be poisoned, they could be lying,
or it could be
or they
poisoned,
could be
right?
telling the truth.
Yep.
And having real information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see if there's an outsider that knows who they are here in a moment.
Yeah. Sounds
Alrighty.
Presentation.
Okay, I got about 16 pages of scribbled notes here. I gotta.
We love that.
So it could be wrong. I could have been poisoned.
Okay, bye.
Val, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Welcome back, everyone.
Probably Steven. Is that what I heard?
No, it's what?
What?
There's
Sorry.
8 alive. Feel free to talk.
What do you have 16 pages of notes about, Christian?
I just me just typing the letter. I'm scared.
I would have guessed robots. That's what I would have guessed. 16 pages of notes.
Does anybody have any outsider claim or claims from other people?
I've heard maybe either third hand or second hand of an outsider claim, but I don't know how. I have zero reliability off for that. Someone has said that there is an existence of an outsider to me. I don't know if that person was claiming someone else told them just to like launder their own information, or so I don't know how reliable that is. But someone has mentioned the existence of an outsider.
Okay.
I've also heard about the existence of an outsider, that being the drunk. I don't know if there's any
library. Oh, that would have to be a librarian paying, right? That's the only way that makes sense.
Or a drunk librarian.
Right.
But either way, librarian.
Or poison drunk.
Poison librarian.
My only concern was, would Dwight actually give solid info on who the drunk is?
But then it creates three people who could be drunk, right? Either of the pings or the librarian themselves.
True.
So it's like a lot. Actually, adds a lot of misinformation.
But so, does anyone have an outsider claim besides drunk?
If there is a librarian, like what is the rationale for not sharing that info now? Like, why not get as much info out as possible in this before we do our?
That's really fair. Can I, Jofo? You just, Jofo, you asked if anybody else, because then that's we would think maybe a Baron or
right, because
or the drunk is a lie or it's wrong.
Right, because if there's a true outsider, then what that means is that that I'm assuming it. I don't know who it is.
If there's any outsiders that can say
information is poisoned.
All right, I think you're right because I can't do anything else in the game. So I learned that either Christian or Jofo is the drunk.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, again, that's either like I'm drunk or poisoned.
Right.
Yeah. Or yeah.
And it was either me or Christian that was the drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if there's no other outsider claims, then one of them is well, okay. Technically, Grace could also be poisoned, right? And then none of them could be the drunk, and there could still be another drunk.
Right. So if there is another outsider, that would lock down that Grace's information was poisoned,
or
that there's a Baron.
I would like to nominate Jake.
Grace is nominated Jake. Grace accused and dies. I'm gonna go sleep.
Whoa!
That's great. That was perfect.
That's great.
That's great. Yeah, no, that's great information. Please don't kill me.
I tried, Jake. I tried.
No, yeah.
It also
Jake,
But that was beneficial for us.
not the Grace is not the drunk.
You're not the drunk.
And that means I'm not the drunk then either.
Right.
Correct. So the one thing we know mechanically is impossible is that Drake, or at least that we know Jake must be the virgin. That is literally the only thing we know for sure.
And then I'm
Librarian.
well,
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah.
She could be.
it only means I'm the townsfolk. Is that right?
No, it also means you could be the spy, that you could be faking librarian information, and you drew it out as a spy, and you knew that it would work.
I love how smart you think I am.
You played this bait. You're the one who brought Clocktower to RHAP like over a year ago.
Yeah, we played on just the random RHAP room.
Yeah. So Grace, I will not allow you to down talk yourself.
That's totally fair. I love it. What did we say? What?
Okay. Can I ask a quick logistical question?
Yes.
In the night order, is the monk is before the imp or not? No, the monk is before
Monk
the
is
imp.
before
So
imp,
I would have
yes.
already protected someone.
Correct.
I'm gonna say I protected Jofo. I'm bluffing as the monk. Fishback is bluffing as fortune teller. I am going to kill. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill. This is gonna sound crazy, but I just don't know enough of people's roles because I spent too much time talking to people. I'm gonna kill Jake.
Great.
Because it gets no new information. Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, fair. I'm gonna give her time to say that she protected Jofo. I think there is concern that they could say, "Why would you not protect Jake there?" From Sammy. But I think she'll be able to get at it because I did. Owen did tell her not to do that to protect Jofo. I remember that, so that should be fine. Are you playing Jesse Warner? Appreciate that so much, Val. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, it was honestly just going Jesse's streams kind of like, oh, streaming's kind of fun. I can do this sometime. And then what, like a year later, and they were just talking about in the night phase, Grace did a RHAP Clocktower. Grace ran a Clocktower for the RHAP folks, but it was like in a Zoom call. And when I found out the game, I was like, oh, I want to run one for them. And that's why I did the one stream in January. And then now it's become this. So a lot of things had to happen for me to start doing this kind of a weekly thing, but I've been really enjoying it. So I'm glad you're enjoying it too. I'm glad you're liking the VODs. And thanks for hopping in the stream. Appreciate it. All right. So with all that, Jake's dead. So now Taryn gets this. Now, the thing with Taryn now is Taryn's gonna think he's getting wrong info for sure. Right? Taryn's gonna think he got poisoned again. So they give him a 0 and make him think it's wrong, or do I give him a 1? Gabby, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it. He might think it was poison that one only. That is true. That is true. He knows his first one was wrong for sure. So now it's does he think he's wrong again? Empath is after poisoner. That's my debate. What will he think? Grace could be the spy. Yeah. I'll go with 1. He's gonna know I lied the first time. But it's fine. Well, he'll think he could have gotten a sober 1. Yeah, we'll see. But once again, might be hard to believe. Okay. And we have a traveler coming in. Give him a 2. Okay. Y'all have lost the plot. I could though. I could give him a 2. 2 is the funniest option. Okay, if I do 2, I'm screaming to him, hey, you are poisoned. Right? I'm telling him it's a poisoner in play. I don't want to do that for sure. 2 is funny, but it does scream poisoner. So I'm gonna just give him a 1. 2 making him a 1. 2, but it confirms poisoner. I need them to not know it's poisoner. Right? I can't give it away. So I'm gonna do 1. Yo.
Hello.
1.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, and we have a traveler coming in, so that should be fun. What do I do for traveler, guys? Ideas, quick. What do I do for a traveler? Not gunslinger, absolutely not. Thief. Not gunslinger. No. It's already at 6 players alive, or 7. I'm thinking thief. Thief seems like the bureaucrat. It's Mike Bloom. I am 3 votes could be very swingy though. I'm thinking thief, and we'll see if they might exile him immediately too, so that's fine. I'm just gonna do thief. I'm gonna do thief and put it somewhere. I just don't know what alignment to do. I could do. Wait, is scapegoat a? Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. I'll just start the day. Evil. Yeah, evil thief. Okay, we'll do that. Good morning, everybody. Jake died tonight.
Right.
And one second as well, because someone's hopping in here.
Oh, traveler. Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, here comes trouble.
I've been no, here comes travel, Stephen. Please,
Hold on, I'm
mispronounce
gonna
it.
just randomly.
I nominate Mike for exile.
I'll
Pick a
take
number 1 through 8.
I wouldn't trust myself.
Yeah.
7.
Pick a
Okay,
number.
so
Look at that haircut.
1, 2, 3,
Beef.
4, 5, 6.
oh, people are off to the races.
Okay, hold on, I'm moving Mike's seat for the sake of.
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
Choose a player, not yourself. Oh, okay, interesting.
There we go.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
I know we were
Oh,
just talking.
Nobody else is. Everyone else is in a room.
Yeah,
Mike, let me pull you aside. I'm gonna tell you your alignment.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me turn my camera off in case people try to read my lips. You're evil.
Okay.
Sammy's a demon.
Okay, so remind me. So this is. I don't think I've played this role before. So basically, you'll in the night, if I'm not dead, I'll choose somebody who gets their vote nullified. Is that what negatively means?
It'll be negative, yeah. But I have a strange feeling you're probably gonna be exiled very quickly. So I'm just kind of.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
Fun.
So I'll have fun.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. And also since you joined after, I'm not gonna have you pick someone today. So we'll see if they even get it your power. This kind of just like cause chaos for a bit.
Yeah. If not, I'll just be a fun voyeur.
Exactly. And you heard who your demon was?
Yes.
Okay. Great. All right. Have fun.
Thank you.
Go spread the word.
Okay.
Yeah. It's adding a traveler just when it's kind of swingy. And for me personally, I've talked to a lot of these players. This group is really good at detecting folks. So honestly, in any game, I will always swing a bit more helping evil than helping good. These folks are really good detectives. So let me do. Is it balanced? I don't know.
Being the virgin means that another person was wrong, and there can't be two people wrong unless there's a poisoner, I think.
Wait, why couldn't there be one? Oh, I see. Yeah, Grace. If Grace is the washerwoman, I'm sorry, the librarian, investigator. I'll get there. If Grace is the investigator, then
I think librarian was the.
Oh, librarian. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I always forget. Like I know if Grace is librarian, then their information or her information has to be that correct. If there's someone else is drunk. What was the other drunk information about the virgin?
I just was hearing that Jake was like a bad person.
So the fact, and also she's claiming to have a role that has first night information, which is easy for a spy to.
Britt, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate it.
And my suspected killed herself to gain credibility for town. Apparently, she spoke with Steven right before she did that. So put Steven a little bit on my list. I talked with Sammy. Nothing much to say about that.
Did she give away what her night one information was, or did she just...
Yes, she claims that either me or Jofo are the drunk via her librarian ability. So now, honestly, we haven't heard a rumor of any other outsider at this point. So it tells me that there is a drunk, but she could be misdirecting us as to who is the drunk.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Almost like, I mean, I guess the librarian would manufacture kind of 50-50 to be like, well,
but if two people were to do it, it might be them. Yeah. All right.
But if they're both bad,
empath,
or if one of them is bad, then why would Jake be the person that died? Like if they got a bad read on Jake.
No, but now if they're bad, they just killed him because they know he's confirmed good.
What if he's actually?
Yeah, if you think it's a Stark? No, that doesn't. How would I have died?
No.
Exactly.
If you were poisoned,
Yeah, there'd be no way. Yeah.
That's a lot of pieces to put together, unless Terrence is giving out bad info.
Did Taryn get a new number on
he went immediately into a room with Steven. So.
Let's try. I'm going to try to join that room.
I'm going to try to get Christian.
And pass it to Jofo. And then.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes, Bogus. It's just fun.
What was Jofo?
He did not say. He said he doesn't get new info.
But you said you had reason. But you believe that he was good?
I don't have concrete reason. I'm just choosing to trust him.
Yeah, was nothing interesting happen yesterday? Was it boring nothing yesterday? Or did you have any takeaways from the events of yesterday that proc one know-it-all brain?
Well, I mean, I agree with Taryn that, Grace is telling the truth. Jake is the virgin. I think there's a chance I was poisoned last night. Here, can I talk to Christian?
Sure.
I'm not totally on the. Okay. Hi, Christian. Can I just tell you who I am? Because I think that I got to trust you here. I think you're. Okay.
Are you the fortune teller?
I'm the fortune teller. Okay. And the first night I did you and Sammy and got a no. Yep. The second night I did myself and Taryn and got a yes.
As good, even though they're evil.
Right.
So my meta on Dwight, which is dangerous, is that if Taryn were truly the empath and Grace was Taryn's neighbor, as the only evil neighbor, I don't think Dwight would give Taryn a 1 to out the evil neighbor. Because now both of Taryn's neighbors are dead, and so it just makes Taryn look. Well, I guess it does make Taryn look bad.
So you think Taryn's either evil or the drunk?
Well, either Taryn's evil, the drunk, or Grace is the spy.
Okay. Yeah.
I think those are the only options based on what I've heard.
All right.
Yeah.
Taryn is not evil, not drunk, and is not next to the spy. We love Clocktower. Hello.
Can I ask you a question? And
Yes.
you can just tell me whether or not you can answer it?
Yeah.
If someone is the empath and someone dies that night, do they get the information? The choosing of the death is, what's the order of operations on that?
Any info roll goes after the demon has killed.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you.
We don't have the storyteller.
All right. Hello. There are.
I needed a rules clarification.
That's really important for the librarian to have, right?
Yeah.
7 players alive. 6 plus a traveler. The traveler is, by the way, the thief. They did not use their ability last night, so there's no thief power active.
Oh, it becomes publicly. No, I guess that has to happen, right? You would do the math on it.
But yeah. Mike joined during the day, so Mike did not choose anybody last night.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
But Mike is aware of his alignment.
So, do we have any information about other outsiders beyond this alleged drunk?
Not that I've heard.
Nothing you heard?
I mean, I think it's reasonable to assume that there is a real drunk.
I want to make sure before we start building off that chain. So now will be the time. Sounds like no one. So let's assume there is a drunk. Okay. I don't necessarily buy that it's me or Jofo necessarily. On top of the fact that Grace has the power that could be spoofed by, it has a bluff that could be spoofed by the spy. I also find it very suspicious that Grace just made it immediately, ended the day. Any discussion we could have had the rest of that day, and you knew that he was coming to be the virgin. You knew it would be the end of the day.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Why'd you nominate Jake then?
If you didn't know, then why would you nominate him?
Because there was information.
Yeah. I had reason to think that it was useful for me to nominate Jake.
There was information that Jake was bad, which is part of why I think there's also probably a poisoner.
I did not know that Jake was the virgin. Just to clarify.
Jake, is that true? Did you not
I didn't talk to Grace. I did not tell.
You can tell me. I could be. I might be. But
okay. So the 3 ways that there could be someone who's claimed that knew that Jake was bad would be an empath read off Christian or Taryn, right? There could be a fortune teller ping, or there could be an investigator ping. And so, if there isn't an investigator, perhaps that person wants to come forward.
I don't think that's what led to it.
Okay.
None of the above. Wait, Taryn, you're saying that there might be a poisoner because there's only one minion, right? And Christian's been talking up and down about there being a spy.
Christian, yeah, but the other way that Christian, I don't think you're wrong in the sense that like not thinking that you or Jofo might not be the drunk could be true because I was poisoned.
But there are people that are, so there could be a poisoner and there could be a drunk potentially in play. I mean, obviously I'm going to be curious about the information that led people to think that Jake is bad and therefore people were poisoned as a consequence. I'd be curious about that. Also, let's keep in mind, lies can be involved in such a deduction.
Actually, I think as I'm talking through it, I think if there's a poisoner in the game, it makes no sense that I could have been poisoned.
Really?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Nominations are open, by the way.
You could have been poisoned. No, that doesn't make sense. You're right. Okay. Because, yeah.
Well, why?
Well, you could have been poisoned.
It could have been a lie. It could have been the information I got could have been a lie.
Jake was good. So if there was a negative ping on Jake, and it wasn't an investigator ping, then how do we know then and we know Grace is a townsfolk, so it would have to be poisoned info, unless it was a fortune teller and a red herring.
Which then says that I'm not poisoned, like my information is not, like, and again, Christian, you're right, like, this is my belief that I was not, then I was not poisoned, and therefore one of you or Jofo is the drunk.
Okay, all right, let's move on to other topics.
Is it possible that the info about Jake was a lie? That someone said, hey, Jake.
Yes, that is very possible.
Yeah, that Jake is, well.
In which case, that came from Taryn.
Okay. I'm a little suspicious of Taryn myself. I have reason to be.
He seemed to indicate as such when he left the conversation.
Yeah.
Second call
that
for
was
nomination.
a conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just say it, because I'm either the drunk or I'm being poisoned, I think, is the most likely explanation. I am the empath. Night 1, I got a 1 between Jake and Grace. I told Grace I got a 1 between Jake and Grace. I assume that's why Grace nominated Jake.
That's why I nominated Jake, not because I thought Jake was
assumed as much.
Grace discovered that Jofo or Christian is the drunk. If Grace had correct information, then that means I'm not the drunk. But we know that Grace and Jake must be good unless Grace is the spy. But I really don't think she's the spy. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And also, like, why would Dwight even give me a 1 if she was the spy? So that means that Grace's information is either correct and I was poisoned, or Grace was poisoned and I'm the drunk. Either way, there has to be a poisoner in my
It'd be
mind.
incredibly difficult to believe that Grace is the spy and you are the empath. Those two things together don't make sense, even if you were poisoned.
Or there's a world where Taryn is just lying. And
exactly. And that's the if statement.
That's
if
always
they're both the case, one is the one that if he's the empath, then Grace is the spy.
Can I say then this whole thing though? I do feel like, I know, like, Christian, you were like, let's go into new information, which I think was fair. And I think we're going to get to the end of this. We're probably going to have to end the round, but we've really talked about nobody on the other side of the board.
Yeah. Let's talk about other things. We'll talk about other things.
My fear
now.
Yeah.
So I just want to quickly say, for the record, last night I also got a 1. And unless my chat's lying to me, that does not include Jake, who died.
I asked quite about that, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
A lie.
It would be me. That would be me.
It's actually you and Jofo now.
Yeah.
But there's a chance I'm still either drunk or poisoned.
Well, I don't think there's a chance you're drunk, because then Grace wouldn't get her information. So it would have to be you were poisoned.
What I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
What are you saying?
What he's saying.
Okay,
He's still got a 1 that kind of coincides.
That was ominous.
If he's still got a 1, that kind of coincides with the information that Grace had earlier, that either Christian or Jofo is the
No, because the 1 is about who's bad.
Last call for nominations, by the way.
Last call for nominations.
My only thing is Owen and Steven. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right, Taryn nominates Steven. Tell me why.
Purely vibes. I'm not gonna lie. It was just a really weird conversation.
I agree that. Well, okay. Let me give. I mean, I might as well give my full. No. Okay. What do you think, Christian? Should I just come out with it?
This is the vibes. These are the vibes I'm talking about.
There are based upon what he's told me, there are reasons he might not want to say so, but like there's a poisoner in play, and we can draw the poison off. I don't know. It's up to you, Steven. You have things that you can share. I think that could help. Help.
I have reason to be suspicious of what Taryn is saying. I don't know. I think that could be poisoned information. I don't know if it's so. When I was speaking to Taryn, I went in already suspicious of him, and he was very, very cagey. He was like, there's something to say about Jake, and someone maybe said Jake was bad, and like super vague information. And I was like, okay, like I basically laid out the exact same things that I said here in town. That means this is one of these possibilities. Are you saying are you saying the empath? No, I wouldn't say I'm the empath. I'm not saying anything. And like, we never got to the point of actually.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, Steven, that's if I were the empath and I got a 1, I would say I'm not, I mean, you're attributing a voice to Taryn that I don't recognize, but like but the things that he's saying in that case are ways that I would say if I were the empath.
I felt like I was giving good information. I would gave him almost everything, and he was so cagey back.
I did not feel that way about you, to be honest.
I felt everything except for my own role.
But no, but I asked you, do you want to share any kind of information? And you said, you basically were like, I'm not.
I said, I think that there must be a poisoner based on the information. You said, what information? I said, well, I think there was reason to believe Jake might be bad. But he used clear the virgin, which means that source of information is either also drunk or poisoned. And you then tried to like deduce my role from that. And I was like, why we don't need to deduce roles here? And then you wouldn't give me anything of yours role.
I'm trying to figure out why that information is the case that it is. So like, I have reason to suspect that Taryn is a baddie. Okay, I'm the fortune teller. My first night ping was on Christian and Sammy. I got a no. My second night ping was on myself and Taryn. I got a yes. So either he's the red herring or he's lying. So I don't think like, or I was poisoned last night. So that's why I went in a little bit suspicious of him. I was trying to suss him out. I felt like he was cagey. The fact that he's like casting a lot of like negative information on people, to me, like who are provably good, to me suggests that maybe he's a baddie.
Right,
who's provably good?
All right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote? This is a long discussion, please.
Well, you did beforehand, right? You said, "Oh, it could be." I mean, now you're not.
How
likely is he to get reliable information from here on out? He's the out fortune teller.
Like anything else pertinent?
Yeah, if there's a poisoner, they're probably going to keep poisoning me. Or they could stop, and I just wouldn't trust my information.
The thing is, we either moving on to Steven or they're going to poison lock you.
Yeah, it's chicken between you two.
Run this.
Oh yeah, they got to do one of us.
I'm going to run this vote now for Fishback.
Unless we kill him.
4 votes, put Fishback on the block.
Unless we kill him.
Running it.
Do I vote Dwight? I can't remember if my
You're allowed to vote.
Okay.
One's not enough. Any other?
I'm telling you guys, you weren't there at the conversation.
I'm going to nominate Taryn.
Hey, I tried to enter that room so much.
Okay, tell me why.
Well, and as soon as Christian came, I was like, I'm out of here because I felt like it was super suspicious, Taryn. I'm going to nominate Taryn for all the reasons I basically said. And if he is a poison locked empath, which is what he's now claiming, I think that there's every reason to kill him because he's going to.
Well, at the very least, I'm eating up the poison.
What?
At the very least, I'm eating up the poison.
That's fair.
Get rid of me, they're going to poison someone else.
I don't know if that's the best reason to keep someone alive. So
Hey, have you ever heard of a
I got a
sin eater?
super five off
that's
him.
Taryn is
It was
off.
a yes on my ping. So I think there's reason to kill him unless there's a good reason to kill somebody else. And
Can you remind me, Steve, just very quickly we can do this after who you got?
Christian and Sammy, I got a no. And then myself and Taryn, I got a yes.
Taryn, your defense.
I think Steven's bad is my defense. He was stumbling over his words. I don't think he's acting very Steven-like.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. That's nice.
Right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote?
Couldn't it be true that based on the nights that they were poisoned, they both have slightly accurate information?
I thought there was a world where I was getting poisoned last night too. Maybe
in the world where you were poisoned last night, then I could still be drunk.
And you're right. No, then you could
or not. I mean,
or not.
You could have gotten.
And then one of Jofo or Christian are evil, right?
I'm going to run this vote for Taryn now.
Right. And there's a world where you got accurate information last night, and I got inaccurate information last night. But
I meant to ask. While the vote's running, can I just ask Christian? And
I'm going to run this vote now.
If you've gotten any information that leads you to believe you might be drunk.
I have no indication at this point that would either confirm or deny that I'm drunk. Okay. What I do want to do is start focusing on this side of the board. We've heard. I want to start talking with Sammy and Owen over here. I want to know. I want to know what they think and why.
Yeah. By the way, you have like a minute because it's been a super long day.
Don't all speak at once.
I don't get info yet. So I don't have a lot of info, and I've only talked to really night one. I talked to Owen and you, Christian, and the 3 that you gave me, I don't know which of the 3 would be true. And then night 2, I talked to Grace, Jofo, Owen in one room, but I kept trying to chat people and people weren't chatting back. I will say I've been trying to send Fishback messages in the chat, and he's like very sporadically responding, but I don't know if it's like, that's weird to me.
That's weird.
He might just be a bad texter.
Communication.
Especially
just talking about how we wanted people to be sending envelopes.
I didn't want
I'm going to nominate myself.
Like, here's what I am. I told one person, which was Christian, and I didn't want to tell more people until I told the whole town.
Shortcuts are disabled, though.
Okay, Jofo, go ahead.
Jofo's nominated Jofo. Jofo, tell me why.
With my role, if there's potential that I'm drunk, my role is pretty useless. And if we could get, if Taryn's getting good information, or if Taryn's getting actual information and he's the empath, then it's good to just me not be in the way. So why not?
Will Taryn get information about Bloom?
Yes.
Yes.
He's a neighbor, not a player.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Wait.
is it a yes or no? Actually,
Yes,
I don't know.
yes, he does.
Because he's your neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Joko? All right.
Okay with that.
It takes.
I'm
4
okay with
votes
this,
to put
Joe. Oh, well, I'm gonna leave it at 4.
4 votes to
leave
put
it
on
at
the clock.
How noble of you, Jofo.
Sorry, I wasn't answering your messages, Sammy.
Actually, Owen and Sammy, I wish you had voted differently.
Well, he nominated himself.
All right. I would
know.
like to make a nomination.
All right, go for it.
I would like to nominate Owen.
Tell me why.
We know nothing about Owen
because I know nothing about Owen, and I would like to hear.
you
I would like
two-
to. I would like to force Owen to speak.
Yeah,
That is the reason.
we know nothing about
Yes.
Owen, you're being forced to speak.
Yes, I am beneficial to town, and quite a handful of people know what I'm doing. I've mostly talked to the same people Sammy's talked to. We kind of have been in the same conversations, but yeah, I mean,
Do you have any impressions of those conversations, or else I'm going to vote?
One more time.
Do you have any impressions of those conversations that you want to share?
Well, my impressions is that there's reason to be wary of you and Steven based on the purported.
I've been accusing
empath.
Steven. I've been lightly accusing Steven of being evil in these conversations out in the public.
No, I
right
know,
now.
I know. I was contemplating voting for Steven because I did think it was strange that if he is the fortune teller who saw a no on Sammy, ostensibly he would want to talk to her and open up and potentially. But she was telling me she got some weird vibes from him. So yeah,
I told one person who I was. I thought it was like I didn't want to tell 2 people. I just felt like it was getting.
Why wouldn't you
The weird
people that
vibes is
you
that
know are
Steven won't
good?
answer my messages. Were those the weird?
But anyway,
anything else
I'm
pertinent?
beneficial to town, and it would not be helpful to kill me.
Anything else pertinent for
You don't have any info yet?
No, I do not get any.
Right. I'm going to run this vote for Owen. It takes 4 votes to tie, 5 to execute. That's not enough. I'm going to end
I
it.
did like the move, Chris.
I would like to I like to claim Slayer and shoot Steven.
Right. Christian's claiming Slayer and shooting Steven Fishback. What's your weapon of choice?
That crossbow in front of me right now.
Picked up a crossbow in front of you, and unfortunately it's quite rusted and old, and it doesn't work properly, and nothing happens.
Well, now I've got tetanus.
That's
That's the
the
true
slow
killer.
insidious killer.
You'll be dead. You'll be dead to 6 to 10 rounds.
All
Okay.
right. With that, Jofo has been executed and does die. Good night.
And now there's no real way to know whether either of them is drunk, right? They both have drunk rolls that like.
Yeah.
Could have been. Oh, God.
So Jofo, would you mind sharing what that was?
I pray to God they poison killed the Raven Keeper. I am praying to all above that they do that.
Get me out of the way. Yep. So in a weird way, Dwight made me die early again, even though I nominated myself.
This is not vindication. Y'all are wrong. How dare you say this randomly?
I'm a human vote nullifier, Jake. I get to pick someone to nullify their vote that round.
Not just nullify. It looks like a +1 becomes a -1.
Oh, does it become a -1? I thought it
And
was just
Jake, it just
nullify.
means that his role is public, and he could either be good or bad. But his
Okay.
role is public. We know what it is. Yeah.
Well, right now I'm seeing 8 people are good on my board. Of what I've marked off. So.
Who would you like
Hello.
to thieve?
Okay, so I have some questions about this. So obviously, like the negative vote. So let's say, I use it on myself, for instance, and I vote. Does the tally show like when the hands on me it -1s? Like does it out who has been nullified?
Yes, it does. It'll be a very public -1 on that player.
Okay.
Also, you can't pick yourself.
Yes, and I don't think I would want to anyway. It would make sense. Because here's the thing: is that like, just thinking this through. So Terran is gonna, unless he really is drunk, he's gonna pick me up with the empath stuff this time around. Unless he's killed, which would be awesome. So it might just be like the only round I get to do this anyway. So the question is, what will I have the most fun with?
We love fun.
We had a lot of fun. So I'm thinking, I mean, Christian was like, just sink it into a dead person. Obviously, at this point, that's not the case. Now, the question is that like it wouldn't be terrible if I did it to Fishback, because I'm not sure. Obviously, I know that Sammy is the demon. I'm not sure who the minion is, and if it is Steven, then I could shrug it off as being like, well, I'm good, and I thought he was evil, so let me nullify his vote. Or it could also help the evil team so that he then has a negative vote and is able to factor that in. Does that make sense? This is the first
Yeah,
time I'm doing
that
this.
makes
I'm
sense.
trying to figure out exactly how to handle this, especially from the evil perspective.
Yeah. Right. So who you gonna pick then?
I am. Let's see. Oh, and I would say I could pick Sammy, but it does feel like there's some suspicion on her, which isn't great. And Christian's the only one who like put in a concerted effort to be like, you are good, so don't do this. And I don't want to, but then I'm gonna already have suspicion drawn on me anyway. I will, and the Slayer. Okay, the Slayer already used their effort up, right?
Well, Christian's claiming Slayer, so Christian claimed to use his ability.
Yeah. So then I will nullify. What the hell? I'll nullify Steven.
Steven, it is. Thank you.
Let's do it.
Who?
Hello.
Hello.
Hopefully, I'm like, my goal is to absorb heat here, and like, hopefully that works out. And the like, but like, I worry I might die before the heat has been adequately absorbed. I've been trying to like, because I've noticed a lot of games recently where like the minion is not like not a viable option at the final 3 or 4, and I'm like, I don't, I'm trying to, but I don't know. I might have overcorrected here a little bit. We'll see. We'll find out. I think the plan is to poison kill Owen. We'll see. I hope that's the plan, and I hope it leads dividends for us.
All right. Owen, it is then, right?
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Thanks. So Sammy's bluffing Monk, and Fishback out and Lily's bluffing. If Owen picks Fishback, I'm showing Imp. Because they're going to be at 4 alive coming up. 4 alive plus a Traveler with this, and then they only get 1 execution left. I want them to do the wrong one. Yeah, anyone. Well, Christian, I'll show drunk. I think it might be on. Well, Christian, I don't know what I show, because if I show Christian as Imp, they're gonna think Owen was poison killed for sure. I think they believe this. I think they trust Christian. I think they're sus of these two. I want him to pick one of the evil team, hopefully. Showing the truth means that Slayer shot was fake or was just wrong. Or I could show Poisoner as well for Christian. I think I might show Poisoner for Christian. Drunk or Poisoner is going to be Christian's, what he sees. But Fishback shows as Imp, Sammy shows as Monk, Terran shows... What does Terran show as? I don't know. I could show Terran as Imp because he's staying alive this long. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I could show Drew. Yeah, that works. Hey. Who you want to kill?
Against my better judgment, but I do think this is actually not a bad plan. I'm going to kill Owen.
All right.
Wait, Fishback's already gone, right?
Correct.
Great, thanks. Okay, yeah, bye.
Bye. Okay, so Sammy, Monk, Fishback, Imp, Christian, Drunk, Terran, Imp. Okay, Monk, Imp, Drunk, Imp. Okay. Ballard, thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate that so much. Yo-Yo?
Did it work?
You did it. You have perished. Please choose a player for me.
I will pick Steven.
Steven Fishback? Imp.
Excellent.
Right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. That worked perfectly. I'm so sorry, Owen, if you watch this back. Okay. I always feel bad lying to Owen, like in my soul. I feel such guilt. Oh my god, I'm the worst. Because we were just talking about Clocktower in Houston too, and oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm a horrible person. The 43 bond, yeah, exactly. Oh no. Um, now Taryn gets a 1. I'm not tolerating this Asian hate. That's crazy. That's crazy to say. Hey, hey.
Hello.
1.
Okay.
I think Fish and Steven are together. Real, honestly. Alex, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Owen died tonight. Remind you, this is your final 4 plus a traveler. So
It's already down to 4.
yeah, just reminder of that. So it is final 4, and you have a traveler with you. So be wary about executing today if you're concerned about that.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yes. You're muted.
I have a logistical question.
Yes.
Could I have protected myself night 1?
On the very first night of the game?
Yeah. Does the monk protect night 1? They do?
No, the monk does not protect night 1 because the demon doesn't
Great.
kill night 1.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was clarification. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Me, and I'm afraid. Okay, wait, Dwight, what were you saying?
Just a reminder, the monk can also never protect themselves.
Right.
Great. That's what I was asking.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Cool.
I
Thanks.
think
If they got any indication that I was the Raven Keeper, they would have poisoned me. Dwight, for the record, I think Christian is the poisoner and Jofo's the drunk mayor. We will see if I'm right later. But
Okay, this is okay. I believe you.
I'm going to start telling
Okay.
people.
Yeah. Okay.
Steven just tried to chat me, which is interesting.
Okay.
So
All right.
we'll
Well.
see.
Okay.
All right.
Well, were Fortune Teller, Empath, and Slayer. So I did have Fortune Teller as one of them, right? So maybe he got lucky and got and actually he implied in the conversation he was the Fortune Teller. So I don't think there's a world where he's a minion.
Okay.
But he is selling to me in private. I think it's so silly for a Slayer to be made drunk. That who would believe a Slayer would be drunk? I think he really wants me to believe I'm a sober Slayer. And it has been trying, and so I shot him, etc. So that's the reason I'd want to execute Steven, right?
Okay.
So that's what's going on.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me. I'm just, and with Grace's information too, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't latch at any. I mean, look, I think I'm now wrong about what happened with Grace. Now that I understand it was based on empath information.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I was really tunneling out. It's like all these things are all the crazy things that would happen if you're a spy trying to do a fake thing. Anyway, good son. So anyway, all right, Steven wants to talk to me. Let me talk to him. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, hey, Steven.
A ruse.
Yeah, Owen did tell me that he was suspicious that it was Steven and Steven and Fishback. I mean, not Christian and Fishback.
Did Owen tell you what he?
No, he didn't.
He doesn't tell you what he is?
No.
He's gonna say it. I don't know.
He can't do anything now unless he was the Undertaker, right?
Hard part is that it's like it feels more 50-50 whether you're good or bad, Mike, I feel.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. So you can talk with me.
Exactly what I would expect an empath one person to say.
But he was very cagey. I wanted to get real with him, and he was not.
I mean, but he might not believe you. I mean, that's not crazy behavior.
Fine, but I was like ruling out the logic chain. I was saying, okay, so that means does that mean like I was like, that means here's the 3 ways that could be. And I wanted to see if he was going to claim fortune teller. And then I was like, are you claiming empath? And he was like, no, I'm not claiming anything. Yeah. And then, maybe I'm giving him a voice again. He was like, no, I'm not claiming anything.
You might be giving him a voice.
Okay, that's fair.
You might be giving him a voice.
And then I was like, okay, do you want to do 3 for 3?
You're still muted.
Oh, you're still muted.
I said I got very important information.
Oh, what's up?
I was a Raven Keeper. I picked Fishback. I got the imp.
Oh, were you and Sammy doing a role swap?
Yes.
Okay.
So the only thing though is if they were suspicious of that, is that
I don't think anyone's suspicious that you were doing a role swap.
In which case, Taryn would not have been poisoned last night. So either me or Taryn was poisoned.
That's what so I got a 1 last night, which I think if I'm not poisoned, I think just straight up I would assume points to Bloom.
Can I get Grace in here too?
Yeah.
Well, then who is the other? Who would be the other one then? Because I'm thinking Christian and Fish are together, and Christian is bluffing as Slayer, and Jofo, you're the drunk
It could be that too.
Or Christian was the drunk Slayer, right?
Because also, if
Right.
Dwight is adding a Traveler, like if Steven and Christian are the bad team,
But Christian wants to go after Fishback this time. So do we actually want to go after
he does?
Christian?
No, we should let that happen then,
No,
right?
we should let we should let that
feel-
happen because
yeah.
of Owen's information. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless okay.
I think Fishback is the safer shot. Unless we
Devilishly done, leaving the fortune teller and the empath in the game here.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. There are 5 players alive. There are, reminder, 4 of you alive plus a traveler. So, yeah. So keep that in mind because usually at 4 you don't want to execute, but there's 4 plus traveler. So it's how you want to handle that. What I will say, because I'm just gonna say everything because
negatively.
Basically because traveler and this low player count can be complicated with you guys. 4 players alive plus traveler is tricky because in a usually 9 player game or something, there's only 1 minion, so there's no risk of final 3 being a total kill for the good team. However, there's a possibility that I could have made the traveler evil, meaning that if you execute the wrong person today, and then it could wake up with 3 evils alive, being 2 evils plus an evil traveler. So keep that risk in mind if you choose to execute today.
So I have a question. Banish Mike. I actually think it's the right call. Like whether whatever team you're on, you want Mike banished now.
Well, I do want to hear Mike's thoughts about the game at this point.
Sure. Yeah, so I have been trying to collect some information, and I think things are firmly triangulated between the 3 of Fishback, Christian, and Taryn. Not to answer your question with another question, I am intrigued to see what Taryn and Fishback both got today in terms of their respective information as well. But at least from what I've been taking in, it seems like one of you, it seems like it's going to be a 2 out of 3 out of the 3 of you.
I do think we need to do some math and make sure that because the thief can make a vote count negatively.
Yes.
And with so few people, I think we need to make sure we have.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we got to get
rid of him.
We got to get rid of Bloom.
We got to get rid of Mike. I'm sorry.
I would like to exile Mike Bloom.
Hey, why?
You're dead. Oh, you can. Yes, that's right.
Because I feel like it.
Mike,
does this count as my ghost vote?
No, it does not.
Don't use a ghost vote.
Mike, how do you feel about this?
Oh, it doesn't count as ghost.
Fell on his sword, and then he pulled out the sword and promptly stabbed it into me. Well, best of luck to the player I nullified. You're gonna need it.
I think we need all the votes up here because if
I want to see who nullified. I want to see which one's negative. I want to see which one he chose.
The negative vote won't trigger on the exile vote, by the way.
Okay.
So you guys won't get to know. I'm running it.
Oh wait, does this use their ghost votes?
No, it does
not.
Okay. Whew.
Also, for what it's worth, I got a 1 last night.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's
Christian, you're evil.
8's not enough. 8 is enough. 8 is enough. Not 8's not enough. I'm so dumb.
We've already suspected that. We've already suspected that.
Fish, what did you
we can start building off the world where Taryn is tampered with or lying. We have to build off those worlds.
So I did myself and Christian, and I got a no because I wanted to see if I was my own red herring, and I wanted to lock in on Taryn. So I got a no. That means I'm not my own red herring. I believe that Taryn is evil. I believe that the information, is there a world where we're both poisoned and I was poisoned night 2 and he was poisoned night 1?
Yes.
I guess
I did think about that world.
And then who was poisoned last night in that world?
It might have been me because I was the Raven Keeper and I picked Steven and I got the imp. So he's either the imp or I've been poisoned and Taryn's info is good.
Oh man.
My theory is that Christian and Steven are together and Christian is pretending to be the Slayer.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, hold on. One thing about that. If you were drunk and you got Steven as the imp, who's actually the
Jofo,
imp?
the drunk mayor. Oh, who's actually the imp?
And who's the minion in that scenario?
Well, Sammy's definitely good because she knew my whole plan and they would not have killed me if she was on the evil team. Unless they knew to poison me. Yeah.
I mean, and Owen, I think that if the idea that me and Steven are together, if you talk around people around the board, I think they would just.
I realized that late in the day yesterday that you're actually not in cahoots, but
I feel like in terms of both behavior and actual information, Taryn is coming out of the gate with this false empath or whatever, false or poisoned empath information about Jake, which is turned out to blow up in his face, right? Because it is like it turned out to be like the Virgin, which was terrible because we've got you had like two. You happen to have two verifiably good.
I think it was great. It helped confirm a bunch of things.
Well, right, but like I think that creates this obvious show that you are the imp, right? Because like, and then to like, then I pinged you as bad. And then I pinged you, last night I double checked to make sure that I was not my own red herring.
Again, the vibe.
Can I hold on. Can I? Okay. So if Owen was not drunk, then that means it's Steven. So the person we should nominate today and kill is Steven.
If he poisoned, right, Grace?
I meant poisoned. Yes.
Well, should we not kill anybody?
Hold on.
We're at 4.
Yeah, no, that's fair too. The other
you only get one execution left.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. The other option is I think that and then Steven, and then I think the most likely minion for Steven is Christian, right? And then the other thing is Christian or Sammy, right? That seem to be? I mean, Taryn also I guess could just be bad.
How are you?
You're all bad.
Jofo, could you
I on my Taryn has got what information?
Do you believe based on what I tell you, all the conversation we had, that I'm in cahoots with Steven?
No, I don't. Well, the only way you would be in cahoots with Steven is if you're actually the demoning. Steven's the minion, but I tend not to think that given Owen's information.
Right. Or I guess it could be that Sammy's the poisoner and Sammy knew to poison Owen, and then so every combination.
I don't understand those game mechanics.
So are you assuming then, Grace, that of the final 4, one of them is the demon and one of them is
the that's right. That's right.
I think we're stuck with 2.
Long conversation today.
I'm going to nominate Taryn then because I truly believe that Taryn is. I feel like my information. I know that I'm good. I am the fortune teller. I know that I'm good, and I believe that I got the yes ping on Taryn. I think that there's a good reason to believe that Taryn is evil. And I think the stuff with like the empath out of the gate was nonsense. And like our conversation was so suspicious where he was like, oh, like I showed that it had to be an empath and he was like super cagey about it. So I was super illed out by that. And I believe it is Taryn.
Right. Taryn, your defense.
I wasn't listening to Steven. I was just deciding whether Sammy or Christian is bad.
That's oh my god.
Yeah. So
why would we do this? Yeah, Christian. Why would we do this? Right? We wouldn't do. You just said
no. Absolutely, we shouldn't do this. I mean, and it's weird that it's being forced so quick.
Yeah.
Right. I have a pertinent thing. I don't know why we would kill anybody here, and I think Steven knows that. So I'm very confused.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, so I'm agreeing with Grace and you, Jofo, for that exact reason.
I'm gonna run this vote for Taryn. It takes 2 votes. It might be
Steven and Sammy
on the block.
The only way this could go is if the other minion decides to vote along with this and force us to revote and therefore choose like who to do. They didn't do that. Okay, never mind.
Christian, just giving them the idea.
Okay, so if we don't vote here, we need to get it right next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we do vote here,
as I so rudely interrupted Grace, we only get 1 execution left. That's it. Period. Done. End of story.
Okay. So if Steven is not the imp, and we take out Steven next time, we still lose.
Any other
correct. We got to get the demon.
And it's pretty interesting who dies tonight. It is pretty interesting to see who dies tonight, actually.
I think I'm going to die tonight.
Does everyone alive want to go? Everyone alive, cool, go to sleep.
I think you might be right, Taryn.
Yeah.
Everyone alive, cool, go to sleep. Sleep. Everyone sleep.
Cool. I'm trying, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're the one that triggers.
I'm the one that throws it. When all of you are talking, I feel bad interrupting you mid-sentence to go to sleep because once again,
since when?
Trying to wrangle podcasters who like to talk is a war. It is a struggle. Okay, let me make that clear.
Surrender.
I have failed for a whole year now trying to do that. But with that, I'm just gonna send you to sleep anyways. Good night.
Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary of not being able to wrangle us.
Yay!
Also, I liked when Christian was like, "Oh, and you're being really quiet." It's like, dude, it's the podcaster lobby with like.
Oh, and you hosted the live show and made your scripted TV recap debut.
That is true. I did have a big.
You're now. This is your big
pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that picture? Is Roxroy as Toad?
It is. It sure is.
I love it so much.
That's so good.
I want to hear what's your thought process.
I'm bluffing as Monk, so I was going to say Owen is trying to tell me to protect Taryn. And the only person on the board that I could protect would be Taryn because I'm trying to throw suspicion on Christian and on Steven. So if I protect Taryn, then I need to burn a vote and kill someone who's already dead. But also, I've played this before, this exact thing. And so people are going to be sus of the fact that nothing's happening. But I don't know if there's a better move because there's between Christian and Fishback, it's between me, Christian, and Fishback. So either I kill Taryn, and if I kill Taryn, then that means that Owen's going to say, why did you not protect Taryn? Who did you protect? And then I would have to say, oh, this person that I think is evil. Why did I do that? I think I have to kill Owen.
Right, Owen it is.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. I like to play. The of course problem is they're gonna say like, why aren't you gonna die tomorrow, right? Because Sammy should now die the next day. So, and what do I give Taryn, guys? I'm curious. Do I give him a 2? Yeah, I think I have to do 2. Oh, you're saying 1. Why 1? 1 implies 1 could be honest if they got the poisoner already. 2 tells him poisoner's still alive. 2 tells him poisoner's still alive. 1 tells him what? 1 could build a world where it's just Fishback as imp, got Monk protected. I don't know what to do. Zero means poisoner's dead. Okay. 2 are making sure he was poisoned last night. Owned info is true. Interesting. 0 is poisoner dead. Yeah, I mean Joe was poisoned. Yeah, Zero looks like I'm protecting Sammy too much if he's poisoned. So I don't think I can do 0. So I think I'm gonna do fuck. I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna just tell them poisoner. Although they need the help. Yeah. I'm gonna do 2. Hey.
Hello.
2.
2. Do I get info if I die?
No.
Does this mean I'm not dead?
Yes.
Oh. Weird.
Right. Thank you. So it was a poisoner he was. Okay, that works. Yeah, okay. Oh, 0 if I did that. Okay, and yeah, fuck it. If I did too, fuck.
Giant stick of cotton candy.
Good morning, no one's dead.
Oh.
Nobody died.
Nobody
Ha,
died.
ha.
Interesting. They're trying to force the options, keep the options open.
How did they do that?
It is
though?
okay. One thing I will
Sprint
say.
race.
You could say
hold on.
it's like a killing a dead person.
You're still at 4 players alive.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a short amount of time to talk because it's not like there's just 4 players alive. It's not just too much is gonna change. I'll give you like a minute or 2. People already talking. Okay, I'm doing like 1.5 minutes. Sure, go talk.
Do I get a dead vote, Joy, or no?
Yeah, you still get a dead vote.
Oh, okay, nice. How you feeling, Steven?
Oh, wait, hold on. How do I add someone?
When Owen died, because that wouldn't make any sense to give you a 0. And and you've been poison locked this whole time. That's the world I'm going on. That Grace is the sober librarian. I think I'm the actual drunk. Steven's been trying to tell me in private that that Dwight wouldn't make me drunk as the Slayer, which I think is suspicious.
Yeah. So, okay. The world I think where you're good is the one where I wasn't poisoned and instead Owen was poisoned the night that he died. I get a correct 1 on Bloom. Owen dies, but he had told Sammy, they had swapped roles, that he was Ravenkeeper. So they know to poison him when he dies. And we get Fishback as imp because he's not really the imp because Sammy's the imp. That's the world I think where you're good.
Okay. I didn't take into account the Bloom one. I just wasn't thinking about it. He could be either way. I didn't care. When it comes to, so that would mean that Owen. How do we know Owen was poisoned? Because did he monk protect someone who died? Is that what he's?
So Owen was Ravenkeeper and saw Fishback as the imp.
Sorry, he saw Fishback as the imp, and they would lie about it. And I did shoot at him, but I could be drunk or I could have just missed.
The world where you're bad is that you're his minion.
Okay, telling you no. So I just want to make sure you kill the right person. Okay,
going back.
Yeah,
make any sense.
All right, 4 of your lives still.
I think I'm following your chain of logic, Taryn. I think I follow it.
What's the chain of logic? I missed it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give you guys do you guys want time to talk? It's still Final Four again. I presume there's not too much new things you want to share, but if you guys want time to talk, I will give you that.
But they can just do this forever.
Yeah,
I will tell you right now. No, I can force the game to end.
Okay. Theoretically, they could.
This is what I was telling Christian is that there's 2 worlds. There's one world where Christian is good, and it's Fishback and Sammy. And I think in that world, Owen was poisoned the night that he died because he swapped roles with Sammy, so they knew to poison him. He gets Fishback as imp because he's not the imp, because Sammy's the imp. I get a correct 1 on Bloom, who's a bad traveler. I think that's the world where Sammy's the imp, Fishback is the minion. The other world is where Christian's the minion and Fishback is the imp. And they had this like plan ahead of time to, maybe not plan ahead of time to go against each other, but like fake Slayer shot at him to make him seem less impy.
The only other thing that I think to this is that there's a world where Steven and Taryn have been fake fighting and Taryn's the imp, because in this scenario now Taryn is not calling Steven the imp. Like there's no world right where in none of your scenarios.
My second world is Fishback imp.
Well, I did myself.
What was your rating this time, Taryn?
And I got a 1.
I got a 2 last time.
Yes.
Last night.
This might add
but I think that's wrong.
So they're back to poisoning you.
I don't think there's a world where it's Sammy and Christian.
I don't either.
I got myself. I did myself and Sammy, and I got a yes.
But you already got yourself and Sammy and got a no. Or you
did that combination.
Christian and Sammy on night 1.
Yeah, so
but you got yourself in
poison that.
I'm gonna put up a timer. I'm gonna end the day at that point.
You couldn't have been poisoned that night because Taryn was
I think Fishback is bad regardless. So if we want to take a shot now, I would feel comfortable taking a shot at him.
But we have to get it right. We have to get it freaking right, Taryn.
Do we have to get it right? If we as long as he's not imp, or as long as he's bad, we still are okay, right?
Yeah. No. Guys, do the math, please.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Please do the math. If we have one execution, if we fail this execution, we lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen,
we need to get the imp specifically this round.
Yes.
Okay.
We have to do it. We have 1 minute to do it. So the question is,
so they didn't kill anyone because they were narrow. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, Sammy, who'd you save last night?
Taryn.
Okay, come on, guys. Come on. We have our baddies here. Let's go. Come on.
Who are the baddies, Steven?
It's Sammy and Taryn.
No, Steven. No.
Come on. Okay, I'm gonna nominate. Do I nominate? Which of these 2 do I nominate?
This again?
Nominate Sammy.
I think just keep nominating Taryn. Just keep the streak going.
Nominate Sammy. Tell me why.
This is just nonsense. Like this is, it's either it's Sammy and Taryn, and let's go.
Right.
I'm voting for this. I think I'm following your logical world there, Taryn. I think.
Why are we voting for anything here?
We have. So if we don't, it's going to end the game, right?
If Sammy, hold on. Also, if Sammy's the imp, and we don't vote Sammy as the imp, then. I mean, I guess
right.
I don't know.
Sammy, your defense. We
have to get 3 on it, or else Taryn will override it, right?
No, it's not me. Listen, do it. I don't care. We're gonna lose, but it's not me. I'm suspicious of Fishback, but I actually think Fishback is protecting someone else. I think you're the minion. I don't think you're the imp. I think I probably poisoned him.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote from the
Christian? You were just saying we have to get this right. We have to get this right. Why are we now voting for something? Because you think it's right?
Because I think it's right. I mean, the reason being, like, this is relevant to the vote, Dwight. So you're going to let me talk, right? So the world that you were that you were building, Taryn, right, was that the only night that you weren't poisoned was the night that Owen was killed, right, and which would have read a +1 on Bloom and not me. right? And in that world, that means that Owen would have almost certainly gotten false information that Steven was the imp. It would have to be false. And by process of elimination for me, if Steven's not the imp, it has to be Sammy. Now, I'm operating in the world where Taryn isn't evil, mostly because everything to me he's been doing has been making sense. A lot of things that Steven has been doing haven't been making sense. I think at this point, Steve, the frustrating thing is he's even his hand up right now, and so I don't like being on the same side as him on this vote.
Okay, but like Taryn has gotten a 1 every single night. Not credible.
Yes.
Not
No,
credible.
he got it
Why?
two last night. He said.
Okay. Anything else?
You got 2 last night?
Except
Can I re-defend myself?
Okay.
No,
Sure.
see now. I think it's you, Christian. I think it's you because when you took that Slayer shot, you knew it wasn't going to hit because Fishback is your minion. You are the imp.
All right.
You can say it all you want.
Okay, guys. Anything else? I'm going to run this vote now.
One thing I know is I've never gotten a yes
It
on
takes
Christian.
2 votes to put Sammy on the block. It's been a long discussion. I'm going to run it. Feel free to talk while I run this.
We need 3. Otherwise, it's going to be overturned. I guess you can always do it the next day if that's the case.
I don't love that there's 3 votes. 3 alive votes.
3 is enough.
Fishback, you're so wrong.
Any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Christian.
Bad idea.
Tell me why.
Definitely not the demon.
No, it makes the most sense. And I said this before. No, I think that you are the imp. I think Fishback is your poisoner. I think that you took that Slayer shot as your cover because you knew that it wouldn't hit. And so it just protected you. It just makes the most sense.
You know what? Here's my defense. I think we might have gotten it right. And this is why we have a little bit of minion panic going on. That's what I think is happening.
Well,
Can I ask a question though? If nobody else knew about the Owen plan, right? Nobody
I didn't
else.
know.
In which case, like it could have been luck. Okay, but in the instance that Sammy is good, so I'm just nobody else knew about it. They could have lucked out on poisoning Owen, and then Owen got the wrong read. But in the that's the one piece that confuses.
If the plan was airtight, they wouldn't have poisoned me.
Right.
That's true.
Anything else?
In which case, if the plan was airtight, Steven is the imp.
Yes.
Right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote? It takes 3 votes to tie, 4 votes to execute Christian instead.
I still think it's Christian.
All right. Running
It's
this.
just been too.
Running this vote. Not enough. Right.
I will say before anyone does anything, I found it interesting. Bloom said to Steven, how you feeling? And then they did a long pause and realized I was there and went into a private chat. So I think
Because we went into a chat and
I feel
talked so much
fucked.
shit about you.
I would
We
like
tore
to
you down.
nominate
Go for it.
Steven.
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why. Okay, I was waiting very specifically to the last minute to see if anyone would try to do anything crazy. I want to talk this through with the town, okay? To see if anyone would do anything crazy to draw the vote off of Sammy. Like, remember last time I played with Owen? Owen made a little creep smile that tried to draw the vote off of people at the last minute, and I didn't see that. Which makes me feel like maybe we got this wrong, but I do want to hear other people's opinions on that.
Yeah, I think the reason to prove that you got it it's wrong is that three alive people voted for.
I mean, yeah, I've had the same thought. Like, we've definitely seen people like stare votes down, right, and do the correct thing and not freak out and like panic, try to get their numbers together. But it could also just be wrong.
All right. Fishback, your defense.
I've been very consistent. I am not the demon. I am the fortune teller. I think this is a terrible, a bad vote. I think it's, I don't think it's a good one.
All right. Anything else pertinent from the town before I run this vote?
What do you think? So you definitely don't want to tie, that's for sure.
I'll do it then.
I kind of prefer.
We're okay to tie, aren't we? Because we just go to 4 again.
Oh yeah, we can just tie. Yeah,
you can just tie.
I'm gonna run.
Let's
I
actually,
prefer
let's
tie
not
not using dead votes.
Do
But
you want me to pull
one down?
But here's the thing.
Vote
But the thing is, if we do tie and they want it to go through, they're gonna vote. They're gonna vote it through. We're gonna know.
oh yeah, that's true.
But we need one. We need one dead vote for sure, Jeffo, because
Okay.
I know that, but
Long-
Oh wait,
Yeah.
we're leaving this up to Bloom and Sammy to push
yeah,
this
this is
over the
actually
edge.
terrible.
By
We have to
us.
decide before we start voting whether we
I-
think it's even or Sammy. 'cause
Wait,
we
do you want me
all-
up or down?
Guys.
Someone
Okay.
tell me, am I voting or not voting?
I think
Don't
Sammy
use
should
dead
Discuss it while I
be a
run the
vote.
vote. I'm gonna run this vote.
Well, why are you
for
not voting,
Fishback.
Taryn?
I think me, Sammy, and Christian should be
I
the
am running
votes.
this vote for
We're doing
Fishback.
3.
It takes 3 to tie.
Should I
4 to
take
2.
Taryn?
Wait, can Fishback vote on himself?
Yes, he can,
He's the last
absolutely.
vote.
At the very
He's
end?
last vote.
I'd say
I take mine down.
What are we doing?
Take him down. Take him down. Take him down. Okay.
sorry.
No,
Sorry, I screwed it
I'll
up. I
take
screwed
him
it up.
down.
No, yeah, they screwed us.
won. I
No.
lost the game. I
5
lost the game
votes
for
is
everybody.
enough. Fishback on the block. Any other nominations today?
Can we get to 5? Is it possible to tie?
Wait, what?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can nominate. You can actually.
But no, but
Aaron, do you think
Taryn-
it's you think it's Sammy? Do you think it's
Yeah,
Sammy?
I think it's definitely Sammy.
I think it's
So-
Sammy. I think it's definitely
Jeff,
Sammy.
let's get how many do we have? If we have 5, I'll definitely vote.
Is it
I'll
just me?
vote to
Can
tie
I
it.
nominate
I think you
myself?
need
Is
to
that the
nominate
last one?
yourself to tie it up.
Or you can nominate a dead person if you wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll nominate a dead person.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll
Nominate Jake.
nominate Bloom.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know. if
No,
that's
it's not
possible.
Bloom. He's exiled. It can't be Bloom. It's another, right?
I don't know the exact rules on that because it's a dead.
Whatever.
traveler.
It doesn't
Nominate
really
me.
matter.
No, make me feel.
I'll nominate myself. It's more
important.
fun that way.
No. Because if you get it wrong, then if they push it through, then we definitely lose, right? No. Yeah. Exactly. So
Okay, well, I'll nominate Jake then.
thank you.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Jake
we
is the
need
version
Jake
in
and
you
Owen to
got.
vote for this.
So we need every vote.
Every
can
dead
get, I
vote.
think,
Every
right?
dead vote.
So do
I
I,
already
need to vote
voted.
on myself?
Yeah, I already voted too.
We need Jake and Owen to vote for this. Yeah.
All right. I'm
All right.
assuming you want me to run this without an accusation.
Oh, but then Sammy and Fishback can just push it over, right?
But that's okay.
It's
That's
fine,
all
but
right.
neither of them die still.
But that means which means no one dies. Jake will die.
Oh,
again
yeah, okay,
instead
yeah, that
we
makes
go to
sense.
4. We did it.
Running it.
I'm so confused. What is happening?
We're voting. You're gonna vote, right, Sammy?
Do you want me to?
No, you're good.
Jake, go down.
What? Fuck, dude.
That's
Oh,
enough.
shit.
Jake's dead again.
Jake's now on the block.
Dude, I'm
Oh,
super
actually, we
fucking
are-
dead
we
right
actually
now.
are
Holy
screwed.
I
shit.
didn't realize you could
there's
nominate a dead
you
person.
cannot beat this at all. Jake is re-executed and dies.
What's up?
We
Do
are
I get another dead vote since I died twice?
No.
You're reincarnated.
I'm the Dalai Lama. Let's
So
go.
we gotta go to sleep.
Should I explain to them that they can't win? Should I just explain to them mathematically it's impossible? 'Cause I don't want to waste their time, right? Okay, I'll explain to them. Okay. So I need him to come back. Okay, I'm just going to, for the sake of time, explain to you what's going to happen the rest of this game.
Okay.
There are 4 players alive.
Yes.
They could mess up, right?
The demon is going to kill one of the good players, most certainly.
Or not.
I don't see what they do. And then there would be 2 evil votes against a living good vote and a dead good vote. It is impossible for evil to lose this game at this point.
Can't win it now. You
Impossible.
votes.
Impossible.
Because Jake voted his vote, we can't do it. That's why.
Yeah.
Don't put it on one person. Okay, it was every dead vote that was
It's
used.
all of us.
I don't want to say a
Yeah.
person's name. Okay, so it was
My bad.
no, it was not
No,
your
no,
bad. Jake.
you-
No, not your bad.
Jake, I will say this is something that I had to consult chat to make sure it was impossible to win. Like this is just it's rare to see this. But
Okay.
with that,
My
the
money's
evil
on
team,
Fish and Christian.
the evil team has won.
With
Here's one.
Fish and
Congratulations, evil team. Congratulations.
me. God damn it.
All right. So as you can probably tell by all the chaos at the end of the day with the voting, who always draws evil in my streams for some reason. Sammy
Thanks for
was your
Sammy.
imp the entire game.
Aaron and Christian.
Joining Sammy was Fishback the Poisoner and Mike Bloom the Evil Thief that was added.
Successfully staring down the losing vote.
Yeah, now Sammy, that was impressive to just be like, okay, sure, whatever. Like
Impressive.
good job from Evil there.
I think it's
Taryn was your
definitely
empath
not-
who got poison locked for the entire game except for one night when Owen, the Ravenkeeper, was poison killed by Sammy and Fishback.
Yeah.
Wow.
Taryn, you got a 1 on the Librarian and the Virgin. Unfortunate because then they instantly confirmed each other both as good, except for the world where Grace could be the spy. So I was like, maybe they'll build a spy world. And then you got a 1 on Jofo and Christian. Christian being the drunk slayer.
Oh,
I lost the game for everybody. Sorry.
No,
No,
I think
no.
at the end you guys had the right vote.
no,
and I-
we won the game. You didn't lose the game.
We had her on the block. We had her
You
on
had
the
the
block.
agency.
you had her up with
No,
three
no.
votes
To be clear,
and-
the way
and
you
the
handled
dead
it was great.
votes.
To be way you handled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you did a great job. I said good job,
Yeah.
evil team first, Steven. Can I give you a credit first and then blame myself second? Is that allowed? Am I allowed to self-flagellate a little bit in your presence? Thank you, Master. All right. So anyway, so yeah. I mean, but good job because like I was waiting for Steven to do something crazy at the last second and he didn't see it. And like something to give it away, but he didn't. That's why I was like, I'll nominate. So anyway,
Well, Stephen voting for Sam, I think is what made me be like, well, there's 3 votes there.
Yeah.
That doesn't. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
So-
I dared him to though. I kind of put him in a
Well,
corner.
and the night before, Sammy's like,
Had to.
Steven's
At that point,
targeting
it's like, well, I
me.
just that's a stupid loss.
Right.
I nominated him. That's gonna look dumb.
I'll say, even as a storyteller, I was like, why is he nominating Sammy? I don't think it's a good idea, and it worked out. So I was wrong. Like, good
No,
job.
it's very good.
That was good.
It was that was we were
All
like,
tactfully
Also-
chosen.
Also, can you explain though? Can you for the bet, because I think it's a brilliant this the like Owen poison monk thing, but then it turned but then it was Fishback. Oh, that because then Fishback has
Was
the
I
imp,
right?
so we
It was
burn our
Owen
vote
was
on the
poisoned that night.
Owen
Yeah.
was poisoned
Yeah.
that night, correct. I
That's
chose to
so
show
good.
Fishback as the imp, just so y'all would focus on him instead of. If I
Yeah.
showed him as
Just
like
like
his
Sammy.
good role, it might be like somewhere. I just want you guys to think.
It's one of the times where I should have trusted the mechanics instead of the social read on it. And because
Steven,
that's
are
because I was
you-
following your logic for Caesar and it made perfect sense.
Steven, are you happy now that Sammy could hear Owen the whole time? Are you happy now?
Hold on. You
That's
mute
great.
and yell really loud.
Ah.
No
I-
reaction.
I
Did you
don't
hear
know
it?
if you yelled. No, I
fuck
didn't
you,
hear
Steven,
anything.
Really loud and it
Okay,
didn't work.
Okay, you guys
No.
want me to set up a quick game too, or who has to go?
Sure, I'm up for
It's a
game
long
I
game.
can do
Like,
a quick
I demand a new seat.
actually, I can play as a traveler.
Okay,
Wait.
fine. I can use a
I
traveler.
do like the idea of shuffling up seats. I do
Yeah,
like
I
even
will-
even
Shuffle
first round. I
seats.
kind of like it.
I will
Shuffle
shuffle
seat.
the seats up.
Yeah, shuffle.
Okay,
let me
I
see
click the
how
button.
I can
Hello.
play before,
I can't. I've learned I can't sit next to Sammy in these.
Oh,
Sorry,
great.
I let you
Between them
Yeah.
now.
And then,
Cool.
Grace, you need to travel, right?
Yes, please.
All right, sounds good.
So 7-person game. No, it's a good one. That was a good one.
was
Congratulations,
fun.
Evil
Eight-
Team.
eight-person
Again,
game.
so is it okay to if I compliment you twice, Steven, is it okay to blame myself? Is that all right? Is that okay?
Big three. Make it three.
All right.
I don't use this one super often, so I'm gonna try this one out.
Ugh.
Dwight, let me just really quickly check with my wife before you choose the roll.
Sounds good.
Jofo, were you chef?
No, I was mayor.
Oh, okay.
See, Jofo,
Well, you were real mayor. See, Jofo, we were debating that of like,
Yeah, but we were never going to trust it anyway. So.
Jofo, I want you to say the night when you were saying like it's Dwight's fault for putting me in the drunk ping.
That was a joke. Yeah,
No,
that was
the
a good
thing,
joke.
chat had said that a minute prior, so it was like, oh
Oh.
my god, you're kidding.
but Jofo, I mean, the thing is, like, it would have been so valuable at the end of that game, right? Like, it would have been.
Well, we would have never trusted it. We would have all gone, and I wouldn't have said, hey, let's just not, because it's a 50-50
Right.
shot on whether or not I'm the mayor or not, or if I'm drunk. And if I'm drunk and we go to sleep at the final three, then bad wins. So
I'm in.
You're in? Okay.
Well, I
because
can't be
evil
next
just
to
gets
Sammy.
killed.
This is too. Okay, it's fine.
All right, let me.
So what is this beggar? You must use a vote token to vote. If a dead player gives you theirs, you learn their alignment. Oh.
Yeah, I'll explain the mechanics behind that because I don't use this one super often, so I'll explain that.
And I think if it's right, the mechanics say I can't choose whose vote I get, right? Because beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, you can indeed beg individual people.
Do I have time to get myself some coffee?
Absolutely.
This is such a fickle game. I felt so good after the game the other night.
Yeah.
I will like just proportionate to the amount of time we spend playing. I will spend like days ruminating about like close losses. Like I definitely, yeah. It's just
Well, it's always the same thing with me. It's just like I just trust certain people implicitly, and so then it just fucks everything
I think
up.
it's a good sign that you just trust your wife implicitly. I don't think that's like
Yeah.
a bad thing. You should
And
beat
a bad
yourself
sign
up
that you're
for.
able to lie to him so easily.
Yeah.
That is also problematic, but we're not talking about that right now. We're just talking about
It's a good
Owen's
problem to
kindness
have.
and his loyalty and his earnestness,
There was a split second. I almost did the thing again where I was like, "Oh, you're definitely evil," based on how you reacted when I came to you at the beginning.
Oh.
You should
I chose
trust
to
your
believe.
reads.
I chose to
You should
believe,
trust-
and look where it got me.
No, just trust your gut.
Yeah, my gut said you were evil. Hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not like these streams could test like the sound permeation in their apartment.
Did you hear the first half of that exchange?
Yep.
Oh.
I'll wait for those two to come back. But everyone does see a token, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Grace, for how yours works, basically, once anybody's dead, you can ask them for them to give you your dead vote. If they agree, then you both let me know. I will remove that player's dead vote, and then you will privately learn that player's alignment.
So this is like a private conversation you would have with Grace and Dwight, and then you would then Dwight would have a private conversation with Grace. Is that how that would work?
So me, Grace, and the person who's giving up their dead vote would all come to me, say we're agreeing to give a dead vote to Grace. Grace then has a dead vote token, and then I would tell Grace privately the alignment of that player that gave the token. Also, Grace, you can only vote when you have a token, and every vote you participate in costs you that token. So you are limited in your voting power.
Got it.
All right, we regained Jofo. We have
That's
lost
interesting.
Owen.
Yeah, I was wondering how the poisoning would interact with that. Is it
Ooh,
bother
are they canoodling?
What?
That's a word I have excised from my vocabulary.
Oh no.
No
Always be
canoodling.
canoodling. ABC, always be canoodling.
I don't get how. Well, I guess I do get how loved ones play Survivor together because they don't have to lie to each other.
Yeah.
They
Very
do not
good.
mechanically
They usually get voted out.
betray each
One
other.
gets voted out before the other one.
The story I'll never forget is I think that like there must have been a rap event during San Juan del Sur, and like Missy and Colby were at the same event, and Colby was like, we had a 42-day game, and Missy was like, we had day 0. And Colby's like, day 0. What the hell is day 0?
Thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate it.
That's so funny.
Everybody see their token?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Good night.
Good night.
Hey. You're muted.
I can't tell you how excited I am, Dwight, and terrified.
Oh, you should be excited because your demon is Taryn.
Jesus, if I don't win this one, I will cry.
All right,
I will cry. It'll be the saddest day after my birthday I've ever had.
Oh yeah, I meant to tell you. I saw on Twitter. Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, it was fine. Thank you. I wasn't fishing for that, but
No, it's not because I saw it at 11 p.m. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't text him. I'll text him tomorrow. And I forgot to text him today.
Fine. I'm not one of those people. I'm surprised when people remember it. So that's okay. But thank you. So okay, but so mechanically, you will show me the grimoire at some point later in the night, correct?
Now, actually, because in TB you get it pretty early. I think every other script goes last, but you get it now.
So Taryn is my demon. All right.
So you should see the Grim there.
So I say receive the grimoire. I say got it. Is that what
you can click? You can click on the grimoire. Oh, one second. Oh. I forgot to add something to it. Okay. It's not on the Grim. Jake is the red herring for the fortune teller.
Okay. Jake, red herring. Okay.
Yeah. But everything else there is accurate with the reminder tokens and everything.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Any questions about it?
Okay. So that means that Grace is the good beggar.
Correct.
Okay. I'm the spy. The chef is being read incorrectly by the washer. Wait.
By the investigator.
By the investigator. Okay. You got the fortune teller. The investigator is reading correctly on the recluse, but I won't know which minion they are reading. Will you tell me which minion they are reading based upon the Grim?
Actually, I am allowed to do that because the recluse can register as evil to your ability as well. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell you. They're going to register as the Baron.
Fantastic. So we are Butler saying it up. Okay, I'm telling. Oh my God, we're doing this. I know you're basically putting this on a silver platter. I was already planning this. My double outsider claim. And so in that case, they're reading the Baron. That means they're going to think someone's the drunk. Oh my God. I got to get the saint to the imp as soon as possible. And I'm the butler. All right. Thank you so much, Dwight. Anything else I'm missing here from this whole thing?
All good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye. I mean, the good thing is, even if Terry doesn't take the outsider bluff, if recluse plus whatever Christian claims plus a drunk could make them doubt someone's information. So that's fine. So no matter what, I think they're set. As long as Christian takes an outsider bluff, it works either way. Hey.
Hello.
Congratulations on being evil. Don't you love being evil? It's so
It's
much
been a
fun.
while.
It actually has been such a long time.
It's an incredibly. I know because I'm like, wait, I don't remember how to play.
We love that. Anyways, your minion is Christian,
Okay.
and your bluffs are empath, saint.
Hold on.
Oh,
I wasn't ready for this.
okay. Well, whoops.
I can remember. It's okay.
Empath, saint, and butler.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it. That's all you get. All right. Christian got his gram. I go to investigator and show Baron. Hello.
I have a wait before you say anything. Are you about to tell me that there's a Scarlet Woman in the game?
No.
Okay, what are you gonna tell me?
I'm gonna tell you there's a Baron in the game.
Oh, okay, cool.
And the Baron is between Mike Bloom and your loving husband.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Chef 1, right? Or Chef 0, Chef 0, Chef 0, Chef 0. I could do Chef 1 with the beggar. No, Chef 0 is better. How do I handle this? 0, just because I don't go for the execution on Terran. Yeah, I'm gonna do Chef 0. Exactly, Chase. The chef is way too strong. You know, we can't have that just roaming around. Hey.
0. Quick question: would Grace be counted as a potential? Like, if Grace was evil, would that would count? Okay,
Yes, right.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who is Sammy Saltzman? Owen. Owen and Sammy are married. Yeah. Sammy is effectively a Survivor alum by being married to Owen. And we love Sammy in this house. Yeah, they so when I took like 3 weeks a week, like I took a stream off like 3 weeks ago, that was going to their wedding, which was so much fun. That's where like a lot of the 43 cats why we were all together that one weekend. Hey.
Finally.
What do you mean finally? Okay,
Just
damn.
kidding.
Anyways, I was gonna tell you things. Pick 2 players.
I'm gonna pick Christian and Bloom.
Christian and Bloom. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Cool. We love giving a lot of yeses.
Hello, Dwight.
Hello, you're good.
Thanks.
Yep. Good morning. Avenge my death.
Dwight, can I have your vote?
No.
Grace was waiting for that one.
Oh man. Do you guys wanna? Someone want to go into? Oh yeah. Hi.
Dude,
Hello.
we just need to like high five each other after now. But now you can't. Now you can't. You know, take advantage of me. Now that we built trust in the last game, you got to.
I'm not.
Good. You want to give me 3 for 3?
I'm horrible with a 3 for 3. This is like a thing, no matter if I'm good or bad.
Okay.
I'll just tell you, I'm a night 1 info person, so I'm also okay.
Oh.
If you have to like sacrifice someone tonight, I'm okay going.
Oh, cool. Which one?
What
you
I'm
are?
curious. I am the investigator. I
Oh,
learned
that's fun.
that it is a Baron game, but I actually don't know if I am the drunk investigator or if I am the investigator.
Right. Well, you don't have to tell me who you got. I mean, do you want to tell me who you got?
I want to try to suss it out a little bit first.
Wait, was I in your ping?
You were not.
Okay,
No.
I thought Dwight maybe be a little devilish there. Might be, trying to sow dissension between this, this tight alliance.
That would have been very devilish. Is there anything that you can tell me?
Yeah. Okay.
Jeff.
So no pairs. Okay.
No pairs.
Okay. So we got a Chef 0. I did not learn anything night 1. Or anything useful, I should say. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's fine.
But yeah.
I know you're a big information person, so even if
I like having information, I do like having information.
If you're bad, you would like find out that information anyway from someone good, and if you're good, it'll be helpful for you to know it. So
fair enough. No, I appreciate that.
Yep. All right.
Cool. Thanks.
Bye.
I see what you did to me already.
What? What did I do?
I already talked to Mike, so
Okay, and
I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't want you to. We're just gonna leave things alone.
I've been caught already.
Did you learn anything last night?
I did not learn anything last night. Did you?
I did.
Okay.
Whatever. It doesn't even matter if you're evil or not.
I'm not. You can. I don't think it's good now for me to reveal information, but I
That's
am not.
okay. We can try to. I'll keep it closed.
Yeah.
But I'm the chef and I got a 0.
Okay. What things does the chef do?
So it's how many pairs there are.
Okay.
So, and actually that inclines me to trust. There's no way both you and Grace are evil if that's the case. So
wait, so is Grace Grace isn't definitely evil though, right?
Correct.
Isn't it a toss-up?
Yeah. We'll never know what she is definitively, but yeah. Dwight's typing away. That always makes me nervous when I say something and he types.
I'm literally asking why I don't have certain emotes. Activate. I need to figure out how to do that. Okay, leave me alone.
Activate the cookout emote. But anyway, yeah. There's no. My brain is not functioning enough to think of a reason why I would lie, like want to like be obscure about my role. So but yeah, just circle back later if you learn anything or if you want to share. All right,
we'll do it.
Man.
The inspector thing. I was telling the truth this time.
Because I did watch your stream last time you played, and I remembered that your little icon had to do with your role. So are you the virgin by chance, or are you not the virgin?
I'm not the virgin. My icon was from last game. It was empath. I was like this, and then I did not change it this time.
That's fair.
Yeah, but
I am a night one info person, so we can. I'm happy to share my info publicly. I don't think it's bad, and I'm happy to also.
Hi, we can talk.
Time's up. It's okay. It's all right.
Welcome back. There's 9 of you. A+ Traveler. Discuss. Noms are open. This is a faster game, so if you want to nominate, go for it. Christian.
So I do want to not nominate. I just because mine's the most benign. I think information of the things I heard. I'm the butler. Okay, fun. So I'll be watching the votes closely. I'm the vote tabulator. But I did hear that might actually give us some information about what's going on in the greater game as a whole. But I'll let them say that if that's the case.
I am the recluse, so that confirms there's a Baron.
And I am the investigator who got Baron as the role. Christian, should I share the pings or no? I haven't shared them with anyone.
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, if you want to keep sussing out the vibes, you don't have to. But but we've gotten information out there that like a couple data points on this one.
Can I also say I also got a piece of data that with Mike's claiming recluse makes me feel like it's more likely that the person who gave him that information is wrong.
That's interesting.
Recluse is wrong.
What do you mean?
No.
Well, so okay, if one of your pings. If Mike was one of your pings, like Mike could be, could register as the recluse of the Baron, or he could be a Baron bluffing recluse.
Mike was one of my pings, if that's helpful.
That could be, right? That just could be straight up Baron. But if Christian, right?
Yeah, he could be claiming outsider.
Or the recluse could show up as the Baron.
So
what's actually really important is one more.
Yeah.
No. Right?
Well, there have to be 2 public outsiders.
Danny, was Mike one of your pings?
I'm also an outsider. I'm the saint.
Okay.
There's gotta be Baron. Gotta be Baron.
But then also,
that means Bloom is either the recluse or there's a drunk.
There's another.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's what I was trying to. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Sammy could be the drunk, right? And then and Bloom is just. Well, that's hold on a second.
Bloom is cool. Well, so no. Actually, just in terms
that's
of the
right. And somebody else is the Baron, Stephen. That does make sense.
Second call for nominations.
I have a nomination.
Go for it.
I'm going to nominate Owen.
Why?
So Owen told me, and Owen, I'm just going to out your information. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Owen told me that he's a chef 0. And there's 2 possibilities here, 2 reasons why I think we should just do this kill. One is that it's truly a chef 0 game. We got that information. Owen doesn't really do us good the rest of the game. But 2, if it is a chef 0, it doesn't make sense with the information we have with Mike also being a recluse, unless Mike didn't ping as a baddie with the combos, because based on the information, I know I'm good, Sammy's good, Christian's good, Taryn, and so if we have all of that, then Mike would have to necessarily be neighbors, or there would necessarily have to be a pair. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but regardless, Owen's information is out there, and so I think it doesn't. And him continuing to be alive doesn't really.
And then, Owen, would you be willing to give your vote to Grace? Oh, I guess we don't know if Grace is a baddie, though.
I'm not, Steven.
Okay. So we do know now. Now we know.
Owen, your defense.
I don't really have one. My information's out. I don't get new information. I'm just trying to just do the mechanics in my head and figure it out, like just how the interactions might work with Mike if he's actually the recluse. But anyway. Right. If we want to kill someone, that's fine.
Right.
Joe, but this was exactly what I was saying when I was leading my info. With the probability of getting a 0 when there's a recluse in the game is
right,
low.
like 33 out of 8.
I'm gonna run this vote. It takes 5 votes to put Owen on the block. Starting.
Are we doing this, or
is no one jumping on board with me?
I'm happy to. Sorry,
I just don't want to end the game necessarily. I think if we were like just kind of puzzling together the board.
I can't vote.
We can do 5. I'll keep it at 5.
Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that so much.
5.
Just keep it at 5, Jake.
It's okay. This is way more than 5. Okay.
That's the first time that's ever happened. It's okay.
Never happened before.
Yeah. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. If you
Clocktower,
just to be clear, I had said it was Chef 0 is what we heard, right?
But thank you for the raid.
That's what Owen can.
Appreciate it. And the first game, I'd say go back and watch the VOD for the first game because it had a very fun ending.
Owen's lying, which is possible, or Owen's telling the truth.
Just like when the poison associated takes through, confirm the raven confirmed outsider.
If it's relevant, Owen, my other
that's
Baron
that's
thing.
so fun.
Bloom and Owen.
Oh, Dwight.
Any other
Go
nominations?
down. We got the Baron.
Okay.
Any other nominations? Maybe like a minute or less if you need that much time.
Should I give my vote to Grace to exonerate myself?
Grace,
you're not dead yet. You're not dead yet, right?
In which case,
I will be shortly.
Yeah,
but you don't have to do it right away. I'm reading the role here. You don't have to give it to them immediately.
You can do it whenever.
Give it to us later.
Hey, Christian, your hand was up. Who's your what's
that?
Who did you pick this time?
Who did I pick this? I picked Taryn. Did I? I might have screwed up. I honestly might have screwed up. Okay.
You're only allowed to vote if I vote.
Yeah.
Did you vote, Taryn?
But it's like, it's also once he puts his hand up, like you
Right.
can.
Yeah.
With that, Owen has executed, and Owen does die.
Yeah.
Good night.
Owen, you don't have to give me your vote, but it's how long are you willing to
hold out?
Stand me begging for it.
I mean, there might be someone else join.
Hello.
I actually have no idea who to save here. I think I'm going to save Jofo, and I feel like I might be saving someone bad.
Jofo.
I'm going to protect Jofo, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Let's see. Now I said Christian the Grim. Hello. There's not much.
I screwed up. I screwed up, right? I screwed up by putting it up before Taryn, right?
No, as long as you're like, it doesn't matter because your vote. First of all, you didn't vote at all. And second of all, like, it matters when the vote actually counts. If their hand was down when it's passed over them, then you have to put your hand down. But up until that point, you can still do whatever. It's not strict like whatever.
That's good because I am so nervous Steven's going to be on to me because I screwed up the Butler vote. Okay, all right. So all right, I think did I do that? I don't know. I feel pretty good about how.
I think people kind of firmly believe it's Baron from what I can tell, so that was good. Also, in terms of the Grim, there's not really much to update besides Fishback protected Jofo.
Fishback protected Jofo.
Yeah, everything else is the exact same.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Why is my nose all fucked up today? Jofo's safe from Dwight to Wrath. I've done nothing wrong to Jofo. Jofo walked himself to the guillotine last game. I merely suggested he might be a drunk, and he decided that's my time to die. That is not my fault. Anyways. Hello.
They're having a lengthy conversation right now.
Oh, we love that.
Do I kill people before their powers?
You kill before information and like any info rolls, yeah.
What does the fortune teller do again?
They
Each
pick
night,
two
choose
players.
players.
They learn if one of them is a demon. Then they have a red herring.
I'm gonna kill Fishback.
Fishback it is. Thank you. Lamau. Jake lives. I was hoping Jake didn't die first again. I would be so sad. Hey Jake.
Yo.
You learn that Owen was the chef.
Okay. Cool.
Also,
Cool.
question. Just outside game. Have you played Marvel Rivals? Are you playing that?
I like downloaded it and I'm like losing my shit because it's not working. I have
Okay.
to take my fucking
I had some
Geek
people
Squad
saying it's like
tomorrow.
having issues too. Yeah, I think it's just some people are having issues like tech wise. But once
I'm
you get
like,
it working, text me because we should play. Because I was playing it the
Dude,
other night.
I'm wicked down because
Okay.
this is supposed to be a good fucking computer. See, paid for this last year. Like
Yeah.
this is like,
I remember you got like
I'm
a fucking like
bullshit.
NASA level computer. Like what this thing is insane.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
like dropped like $5,000 on this.
Right. I know you got a fucking stick computer. So yeah, it's probably something with the drivers or whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just message me
Alright.
when you get that working because I definitely play some time.
Yeah, 1000%. Dude.
All right. See you. Yeah, Rivals. I was playing Rivals a lot the other night. It's fun. Yeah, I fucking love Jake. Jake is amazing. Yeah, paid for this. It's crazy. But honestly, same. Because remember we were texting when like season ended about like a PC and everything. He got a super nice PC, so it shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Rivals with Ether. I've never played Rivals with Ether. Hasn't really interested me. I might look into it, but just as of now, I'm just like, whatever. It's another platform fighter. But some people like it. I haven't tried it out yet, but I've seen videos. It seems kind of fun. Heard good things. Okay, I might check it out then. But for me, it's like I played Smash. I'm not gonna play another platform fighter too often, you know. Anyway, think of the Jofo. Hey,
I'm still alive?
you should pick 2 players.
Okay.
What do you mean
I'm
you're still
gonna
alive?
pick-
You think you die first in all of my games?
Yeah. I'm gonna pick Christian and Fishback.
Christian and Fishback. No.
Great. Okay.
Thank you. All right. That's everything there. I'll give the butler bluff a bit of time. As the butler things. I see. Joko dies tonight too. Okay. Do I think Joko dies tomorrow night? Yes, because Terran probably was going to kill Joko. He didn't kill Fishback. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah. I mean, Terran Star Pass, that'd be lovely. I hope we don't see star passing enough in this group. That's star passing doesn't happen unless the demon's in trouble. I like proactive star passes. Those are always fun to see. I want to see more proactive star passes in this group. For any star pass was fun. Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, I love proactive star passes. They really fuck up the good team's world building. Right.
And maybe it's me.
Good morning, Fishback Dead.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, I was the monk, and I protected Jofo for whatever that's worth. I just had no idea. I was like, am I protecting the demon here? There's a world, but also he's one of the.
Yes.
Wait, I should chat with Owen first. Hold
Probably,
on.
yeah.
How do I?
So don't feel like you have to do this because I do think I trust you. I think with that information we were just talking about, like, you are more likely to just be good than somebody else. And I feel like the only other thing I think of the play here is like if I just am like it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I feel like is it better for the townsfolk that there's a precedent of like people give their votes to the beggar to confirm the identity.
Maybe, but then, but then, do you have like 6 votes at the end? Dwight, is that how that works?
No, but I can only use it once. I'm not as powerful as like a regular
the
voter
vote in the round. Okay.
Wait, hold on, Dwight. Hold on. Actually, clarify that. Do I have a vote? Like, is my vote only used if a vote goes can I vote multiple? Like
It's
I can only.
just the same as
It's the
using
same as a dead vote.
same
It's
as
the
a
same
dead
as a
vote.
dead vote.
Exactly. Yes.
Got
So
it.
I'm way less powerful as a individual voter. But the trade-off is we confirm your identity. But what I'm saying is
we
with
wouldn't
you,
confirm if I'm the drunk or if I'm the chef, though, because they're both good aligned.
That's right. So I don't think I'm worried about your. The only reason to do it, I think, Owen, is like
It sets a precedent.
It sets the. That's but I think you can keep your dead vote for now. I think.
Okay. If you're cool with that, I think it makes sense because again, the only information you would get from the question about me is if I'm drunk or if I'm the chef. Like I think most people think I'm telling the truth.
Right.
But
I think I'm a bad beggar, Owen, but that's okay. I'll let you.
Thing. Right, you're here. So, so we have a question. So Grace getting someone's vote, is that done privately or does it have to be done publicly?
I mean, you guys will know that someone's lost their dead vote.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, on the grim itself, you'll like the little like bookmark thing. If it's a circle, that means their dead vote's gone. So I'll remove it, and you'll see that person's gone to Grace.
Okay,
That's good to know.
very good to know.
All right.
All right.
Should we spread out?
She told me all that stuff that she said, and I talked with you and you about that other information. That's all I know.
Beggar can never be poisoned. Beggar is always sober and healthy.
And
okay,
he's been very quiet, which I guess isn't totally surprising, but just
that's
very quiet.
interesting. I can go interrogate him. Oh God, I couldn't talk to anybody today other than you because I've been stuck alone in the Times Square. No one's talked to Butler. Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Fine. Like,
Okay.
hello, Dwight.
Okay, goodbye.
All right. 7 alive, 6 plus a traveler. Discuss.
The only one thing just I'll say at the beginning is so with Owen's vote, I actually don't think it matters. We're not trying to decide whether he's good or evil. We're just trying to see whether or not he was potentially drunk. So I did not beg for his vote, and Steven said he doesn't want to give me his vote, and that's fine. So
Can someone clarify for me if we were saying that the world either has to be that all three, Christian, Bloom, and Taryn, are outsiders, or 2 of them are lying? Or is there a world where one could be lying?
No, it's just
Bloom is lying.
that I could be lying, and that I'm the Baron, and that there is a drunk in the game.
Sammy, as soon as you have 2 outsiders, there's for sure a Baron, right? Because like there can't be 1 or 2, there has to be 3.
Is there a spy world? Like, is there a spy world? Because that would make it a lot easier for Evil to bluff as the 2 outsiders. And as far as I know, I'm like one of the very few number of people who have any kind of powerful role left in the game. So the fact that I was the person sniped,
right? And were you did you like say anything about your role to anybody last round?
I didn't know. I gave Sammy 3 lies, and I didn't. I didn't give anybody else anything.
The other thing I will say here is that the people that we haven't done are also people who would affirm Owen's information. So Jofo, Taryn, or Jake, I feel like for me are the most like we don't know anything about them, and they're also not sitting next to each other.
Taryn claimed publicly he was the Saint.
The Saints. I forgot about that. So Jofo and Jake?
And I've told Steven and Christian what I thought.
In private, he told me what he is.
I'm not totally, no offense, but like, I don't totally believe you. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
Knobs are open, by the way.
Is there reason to not believe Jofo?
Just that, there's no confirmation chain with him, and like a lot of the information would, if it would fit a chef world.
And an eternal searing hatred of Jofo.
Did you want Fishback's vote, or
do I want Fishback's vote?
Did you like ask for it specifically?
Well, I went and hang out because we don't know if Grace is good or good or bad, and you can assume that I'm good, right? Just having been executed at night, so I don't need confirmation. I feel like
that's a good point.
That's kind of my thought. Is that like I don't fully understand why we would ever give ghost votes.
So with Owen, I think the trade-off is that like we will learn whether he's good or bad. So when we get somebody who we're like not, I don't think in this case with Owen it made sense. But when there's somebody who just I think it's morally more a social game of like if somebody's gonna say like no, I'm not giving up the vote, like Steven's saying like no, but I don't think that that's because of a bad reason. I think that's because it makes sense.
Second call for nominations.
Yeah. But if someone gives you their vote, it could also be like, well, I'm evil and you're evil, so this will clear my name and you can
I nominate Bloom?
I think that's Mike Bloom. Tell me why.
Just to play out my information, either Owen or Bloom has to be bad, and even if Bloom is not bad, I don't see a reason not to go ahead and get him out.
Yeah.
Bloom, your turn.
I agree.
I'd also kind of like him to give up his vote after, but that might be asking too much.
Jofo,
I'll
that's
ask
not
him,
your that's
Jofo.
not your right to ask.
I'll ask-
Just checking with the group. Should
But
I
also
put
we
my
don't know
hand
if
up
we
for
can trust
this?
Grace, so it may not do us any good to do that. I don't know. I haven't.
Well,
thought
there's
about
also
it.
other mechanics. Technically, if Mike is the recluse, it wouldn't even tell us anything about giving up the vote
Oh,
because
that's
even
true.
then it'll register poorly as well.
Yeah.
Mike, your defense.
Sammy, what did you get this past night?
It's a one night all.
I get it only first night.
Oh, only
I was
first night?
investigator.
That's what
Yeah.
the investigator does.
Yeah, son of a bitch. All right,
Also,
kill me.
Bloom being bad makes me then also more suspicious of Jofo, but Jofo is then saying he wants Mike to give up the
I was so
vote.
popular in the first round that I got investigated. I got fortune told.
I'm gonna run this vote for
Can't
Mike
get your
for him.
hands
Should I-
off me.
should
You're
I
putting them
vote
up
on
right
this?
now.
Group?
Yes, you should, Jake.
Okay.
No, I think
all
we're
right,
fine.
No, never mind.
Force
No.
Jake, just keep your hand up. We'll just
Okay.
assume it's
all right, I'm keeping my hand up. It is not
Jake,
getting
do
touched.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's what I
do
was.
whatever you want.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I know I can
Go
do whatever I
down.
want, but like,
Yeah,
Five's
I
enough.
hear
Oh wait,
Let's go
okay.
townies.
No, I screwed that up.
If there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
spy world,
Oh,
right?
no, no,
the
Christian,
spy
who are
would
you following
know.
this time?
I was following Jofo.
If there's a spy world, it still all adds up, right? The spy would know, and evil would know enough to bluff as two outsiders. It would be a very fun bluff.
That's a very specific world where Sammy's also drunk.
Yeah, but then and you're right. And then Dwight would have had to know that they were bluffing that world. It's a little
But
bit.
wouldn't I be the only drunk then, or the only outsider then, or would there be two? Are there two outsiders?
There would be three, and
You'd
you
be-
would
Oh
be
yeah, yeah. No,
drunk.
actually, yeah.
There's one or
Christian would
three.
also be lying in this spy world.
So there's no world where anyone is. There
Wait,
can't be a
but, then,
world where
but in a
anyone's drunk.
spy, there's only one outside. Wait, right?
Yeah,
What?
maybe it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Any other nominations today for end today?
Could Sammy be the spy who's theoretically, yes, right? There's a
I
world
mean,
where
yes.
is the spy, sees, claims to see, the recluse or the chef, and then, no, this doesn't work out.
No,
I
don't think
nominate
it's a spy
Jake.
world.
Who said that?
I did.
Why?
The last gasp of a dying horse, and I want to hear his beautiful voice and see if he has any read on what the game is.
Your defense, Jake.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'll make my defense. Now I think would be a good move. Okay, so I'm the Undertaker. Owen is the chef. I think it may be a good move to get out Sammy right now, just to confirm whether that's right or wrong. It would be worthwhile to take out someone who does have that information. We can confirm her information is accurate rather than me. I'm probably going to be taken out at this point. That's fine. But if we can lock down that Owen and Sammy are both telling the truth, that's hard locked information that's going to be good for us.
Anything else, partner? If I run this vote.
Just to be clear, Mike, did you just out his role
I mean,
by doing that?
I nominated him and asked him to give information.
Wait, I missed it. What did he claim?
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
That's what I thought he claimed. Okay.
Anything else, partner? If I run this vote for Jake. Cool.
I mean, that makes me super suspicious of Jake. I honestly kind of want to vote for it. I'm not dead vote.
Can I ask why does that make you suspicious of Jake?
Well, I think the Undertaker would be super cagey, but if someone was bluffing as Undertaker, maybe they would use it as leverage to get
anyone who's been in a room with me. I haven't said anything in terms of
Right, which is why I know.
He only did it because he was getting votes. I
Last
think.
call for
He was getting,
nominations.
That's my
throwaway
read,
from Mike.
Steven. But I agree with. I hear you, but
It's a throwaway from Mike though, who is on the block.
I
And
know.
why would the recluse be so hesitant to die?
Yeah, that's right.
Ken.
we could say that,
Yeah,
right?
I'm fine.
I think Bloom
Also,
makes listen to him.
if Owen was the chef and is not information, then if Mike's bad, then Jake isn't bad. So but then I guess you're saying that Mike isn't bad.
With that,
But-
Mike Bloom
Right.
has been executed and does die. Good night.
I think there's a world where if Jake was the baddie, we could still get a chef zero, right? Dwight would not give.
Oh, because it's the recluse. You're right.
Yeah, the recluse could not. Yeah.
I don't always register as evil.
That's a very interesting way to throw in fake information in a game where there's not a lot of information.
I'm just going to say right now, I'm not the baddie.
Well, you could be, Jake. You could be.
Well, Jake, what did you get for Owen?
I got the chef. Owen was being honest.
No change in the Grim.
Hey there.
Yeah, no change in the Grim. Exact same.
Can I take a moment just to breathe with you for a minute?
Absolutely.
Just breathe. I rarely get to be evil with you and confide in you in this way.
Great.
I'm so like, I mean, it seems like the world's going. It's more my confessional. I just hope that things are going okay. And it seems like the world has been floated where Tara and I are both lying, but people seem to be rejecting that so far. There seems to be some sus going around. I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny how like almost no game ever do people doubt outsiders. The one time Evil's bluffing it, they're starting to doubt it. It's like, you're joking. The one time it's bluffed, they're doubting the outsider count. In any other game, they trust y'all fully.
And you're saying the fact this is the basic stuff that's been saying publicly is what you're saying.
Yeah, which is like any other game people do this. It's just like, oh, we trust them. This game it's doubted. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, so. I think the recluse is kind of throwing in that direction. Okay, I will leave you be and not ramble at you any further. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, dude, practicing for 30 confessionals. Yeah, Clocktower is the best survivor practice, believe it or not. I'm running a business here, actually. Let me get Taryn in. Yo.
I'll quickly talk through my. I'm considering killing Grace, Jofo, and Sammy. I guess those are basically all my options. I'm not killing Jake. I just don't want them to think it's a spy world. In the world where Jofo is fortune teller and dies, I feel like that makes it feel more spy-y. Grace may also point in that direction though, because if I didn't have a spy, I wouldn't know if she was bad or not theoretically, but she would know. So I probably would know. I'm going to kill Grace.
Grace?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. -1 traveler, I guess. I love that, actually. In this house, we hate travelers, I suppose. I mean, I don't hate it. It gets rid of the possibility of Bloom giving the dead vote over. It could read like, Grace is good. We don't want Bloom giving the dead vote over and confirm himself as good, even though I'm not sure they fully don't know that. I would just always show is evil. Yeah, no, it does give good execution, so that's. Darren says stop begging is crazy. Grypno's karma. Is Grypno like a known anti-traveler? I didn't know that. That's so funny. I love that, actually. I love that so much. That's amazing. I love the random lore about people. All right. Right. Go here. Yo.
Yo.
You.
I probably just should have shut my fucking mouth, but you know.
You're still alive, which is great, you know?
Learning the game. Wait, legit? They didn't kill me?
Yeah, if you were dead, you wouldn't get info right now.
Word.
All right.
What's up?
You learned that Mike Bloom was the Baron.
Mike Bloom was Baron. Okay.
Right. Thank you. What was this? Oh, nothing happened. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, it might be a bit of an overcook, but we'll see. Guys, please, I just want you all to look. I want to see Christian's reaction when he sees that Grace is dead, because I feel like it's gonna be fucking hilarious. But maybe not. Maybe he'll control his face, but I feel like he's gonna be somewhat surprised at this. Yo.
Still alive?
You are still alive.
Taryn and Christian.
Taryn and Christian, you learn a yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if Taryn doesn't like Star Pass, he's kind of cooked. Yeah, it might be GG's now. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Think it ends today. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Red herring on Saint. Yeah, red herring on Saint makes a lot of sense. So they gotta believe that, right? The logic puzzle that they have right now though is Jofo got a yes on Mike Bloom earlier, so Jofo got a yes on Bloom and Christian, and got a yes on Taryn Christian. Got a no on Christian earlier as well. So Bloom is kind of confirmed recluse to Jofo at least with what he's claiming recluse and everything, and he died and the game didn't end. So Taryn has to be red herring or a demon in that case. He hasn't checked Jake at all, so that could be interesting. Yeah, I probably crack down on that a bit more, but I get there. Okay, let's see what happens. Watch the reaction here.
Who's the recluse and the investigator information?
Good morning, everybody. Grace died tonight.
Okay, can I?
Oh.
I didn't get killed. I can share my information that I got last night.
Who am I, Jake?
What? Yeah, you're the Baron. So Mike is the Baron.
Well, the recluse can register as the Baron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dwight can still support that.
Dwight, my role has no power now, right? I can't beg for votes.
Yeah, but you can vote whenever you want with your dead vote.
Grace said no.
I'm gonna go.
Bye, Grace.
Thanks. It's not that bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's a decent kill. So I don't know.
Godspeed. Thanks for joining in.
Can I give my dead vote?
No. Take it with you.
All right. I give it to you, Dwight. You can have my vote and choose to use it whenever you would like.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the Christmas gift. That's fucking hilarious.
I choose not to accept. Oh my god. All right, let's see who's in. Who's chatting it up. See if I get accepted on the friend request. Nope, got denied.
All right. Okay. We're just discussing. I said that the two options are, there's the world where it's the Christian Taryn, one of them is the spy, and they're selling a barren world, or it's Jofo, Jake, it's a low information game, and they're pushing on this other world.
I haven't talked to Jake once this entire game, for what it's worth.
Okay. That's okay. Well, let's go circulate.
Okay.
But you should probably try to narrow down which of it is Christian or Taryn.
So my night one was Christian Bloom. I got the yes, but that's because Mike was the recluse. Night two, I did Christian and you. I got a no.
No, right.
Night three, I did Taryn Christian. Got a yes.
Right. Very convenient.
So,
Very convenient.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Bye.
The recluse wouldn't be that useful anyway, so it's like we can save it till later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. I'm going to talk to Fishback.
All right.
Because there's no way that. Well, I guess it could. Okay.
It could. There is a way. I think there is a way.
Okay.
Sorry, I talked with Owen. That's all right. I know Owen wanted to talk with me, so I want to talk with Owen. To be clear, is it okay? Yeah,
I'll leave. Yep. Okay.
It's fine unless you trust Sammy. Okay. So I want to talk with you about your hypotheses because you're sitting right next to me, and I thought at first I thought it was a little weird that Bloom threw out a random thing to get more information at the last moment. I don't know what you thought of that.
I thought that was strange because if he's actually the recluse, why are you not just
why throw that out there?
Yeah. And then poor Jake folded and admitted he was the Undertaker, so that was not great. But
as Baron, I guess that can be the recluse, and Owen is 1000% the chef.
Okay.
I probably should have said that information to the group as soon as I was going to get voted out, but I am being 100% truthful, and I do think that they are going to start to paint me as the bad guy, which I guarantee you I am not.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if there is I was talking about this with Christian. Is there a world that is a non-Baron world? And I don't know how that happens.
Well, would there be a recluse and not a Baron?
Well, it would mean that two of the outsiders have to be the bad people. So then it's like, which of the two are the bad people and how do you do that? Which means that
my question, like,
bad, I think.
Fuck, I need to know these games
better. My brain hurts. I'm going to go talk to Jofo. But
okay.
Yeah.
It also could be Bloom is throwing it out there to get Jake to publicly claim something to cover for his bluff or something, right? To get it out there. It seemed odd.
But then how does Jake's information play? Because if Jake got well, I guess if
the recluse still shows as bad, even.
Is there a world that you're bad? Is there a world that you
there's a world where
bad?
it's me and Jake, but I haven't talked to him once the whole game.
Where are you and Jake? Okay.
So we have not collaborated if it is us. Hi, Dwight.
Fine, goodbye.
Why would the imp kill Grace?
My theory is that
credibility.
Well, that, but also like leaving, if Jake's the Undertaker, leaving him alive, because like if Bloom's the Recluse, it's not really a good Undertaker. Like, it's still useless information for the Undertaker.
Exactly.
It's not confirming anything.
Yeah, and I feel compelled to bring up. By the way, we get 2 more executions here. 2 more executions. Go on, Jake. I apologize.
Would it make sense if I'm wrong? Would it make sense to see if Sammy is actually the investigator or not?
Well, I think
Like,
if you're telling the
I
truth,
don't think it. I don't think it
probably.
does.
No,
I don't.
I
think
am
we
telling
have
the
a
truth.
reason
I
to
am
think
the
that.
Undertaker.
My thing about Grace is that Grace could have confirmed Bloom's role also, right?
I didn't give her my vote.
No, because she still would have seen Mike as either good or bad.
She would have seen whatever Dwight would have wanted her to see.
Okay.
Which is right now that you're bad. Like it's showing you as like a possible bad.
Yeah, I'm showing bad to everybody except for Owen, basically.
So do we have any other updated information from last night? I hadn't talked to anyone who got updated information.
I mean, so from my perspective, there's a world where Jofo is either imp or minion, and there's a world where, I mean, the other world is where like me and Christian are bad. Which,
and who's my partner
although
in the world?
Can Christian be bad and me not be bad? Is that impossible? I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, because if you're telling the truth about your role, there has to be 1 or 3.
1 or 3. So that would mean that like, so either
Right,
0 or 2 people are lying amongst the outsiders, right?
No, yeah, because if Bloom was bad, he would be the Baron.
It's either you're both bluffing in a spy game as outsiders to.
Oh no! It could be one. It could be one. If he's bluffing, if Bloom was the Baron, then there could be a drunk out there somewhere, and Bloom is not the recluse. So that's the other 0, 1, or 2 people could be amongst the claimed outsiders, which can be lying. 0, 1, or 2.
Nominations are open, by the way.
Yeah, Jofo, I'm curious about like where you are right now.
I think it's you.
Right.
So the 2 worlds are Christian Taryn and Jake Jofo, right? In the Christian Taryn world, Taryn is the imp, according to Jofo's information. In the Jofo Jake world, who's the imp?
I would assume. I actually don't know.
If anyone has seen Jofo,
I think we're ignoring a third world.
Jake and I have not spoken this entire game.
Why are we ignoring the Bloom someone else world? Why are we ignoring that world?
Right.
I mean,
what is Steven? I'm genuinely curious. Like, why can't it be Bloom and someone else?
Bloom as the Baron.
Yes.
And who's the drunk?
He did throw like a Hail Mary at Jake because he was afraid to die.
If it's Bloom and Taryn, Owen would have had the correct. Owen wouldn't have had a 0.
Well, but he could. No, he could have had his. Owen could still have had a 0.
He absolutely can. Absolutely.
Okay. Hold on. In the world where this is a spy game, why is Jofo alive?
That's a good question.
Right?
Because there were bigger targets to take out first, specifically a monk.
Like,
how would Bloom have thought to bluff Recluse if he was the Baron? Like,
told me
he would know that there's a lot of outsiders.
Yeah, I can clarify. I did not have any time to corroborate with a. I mean, I guess I would have been the only minion. I would say I didn't have time to corroborate with a spy, but I realized that's only 1 minion, who is not me.
Well, if he was the Baron, like how fast were you guys? How fast did he come out as Recluse versus you guys with same color? He wouldn't have known what the actual.
He told me within like the first 15 seconds of the game. He came straight to me and said,
"Yeah."
But if he was the Baron, it would be totally free and clear for him to claim Recluse, right? Because he knows that unless the Recluse is already in play, you have to know the Recluse.
Right, because he knows that
exactly. I would not have known a Recluse was in play.
Right, Recluse in play. Right, let's say a number of
and look, I'm Reckless and I'm a Recluse, but I would not be that.
I'm just coming back to Jofo because I think that. Did you nominate me?
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
There is also a world where Owen is drunk. Bloom is not the recluse. Bloom could be the Baron. Jake could be the imp to Bloom's Baron and know to like verify every other role that people claim because Jake would know where the 2 baddies are on the board.
I'm just hung up on why Jofo is alive, personally.
Jofo, your accusation.
He's in the world where he's good.
So
he hasn't been open with his info, has he? Well, I guess at this point,
in that world, there's no spy. Right, that makes sense. Okay.
So on night 1, I'm the fortune teller. On night 1, I picked Christian and Bloom, got a yes, and got very annoyed at Dwight for giving me a yes right away. I went to Bloom right away, and he told me he was recluse, and that was annoying. But fine. Night 2, I did Christian and Fishback. I got a no. Night 3, I did Taryn and Christian, and I got a yes. That's why I'm nominating Taryn.
Taryn, your defense.
I mean, I think it's convenient. I think that if he was bad, he'd try to get me voted out here because I'm the saint and we would lose. And
One of them could also be your red herrings.
I think that I think it's more likely that he's bad because he's alive as the fortune teller. But in the world where there's no spy, I could theoretically be Jake and Bloom, but I think it's less likely. I think Jofo's more likely bad.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Taryn?
It would be. No, that's not pertinent. I'm sorry. Talk about it.
With that,
I
I'll
don't
run this
know.
vote.
Do we throw the Hail Mary? It's a good question.
Takes 3 votes. Put Taryn on the block. Running it.
I don't see a reason to throw the Hail Mary when you get 2 executions. That's one thing.
Yeah.
That's one thing, Jotho.
Yeah.
Because right now it's about to be pushed on me, and then they're going to kill Jake overnight.
See, I think
then we're
he's
not going to get any
panicking.
information, and then we're just going to be back in the same
Enough.
place.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean,
Sorry, repeat that again, Jofo.
Right now it's about to get pushed on me, I assume.
Okay.
And then they're going to kill Jake overnight, so Jake can't confirm that I'm the fortune teller.
Mhm.
And then we're not going to get any information, and then we're going to be back in the same place tomorrow, and we're just going to have to throw the Hail Mary then.
well, Jofo, in that scenario, I'd feel pretty good about voting for Taryn.
I was gonna say it's a.
But don't we lose if Taryn is good?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's why
The
it's
final
a Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's so. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to vote for Taryn. I mean, I'm trying to follow why that means we have to vote for Taryn today. You're talking about if it gets pushed on to you, Jofo.
I
Last-
can't vote for that today anyway.
Last call for nominations, by the way.
Someone's got to nominate someone.
I'll nominate Jofo.
Tell me why.
I think he's the most likely person to be bad. I don't know if he's the imp. I think he's more likely the imp than the minion because I think he's more low key. But I think either way he's bad, and we have 2 executions, and we need to get a bad person.
Go for your defense.
You guys do what you want to do. I'm the fortune teller. I can still gather information, but I think I have all the information I'm going to get that's actually useful. But I don't see a need. I don't think it helps the town to kill me.
I am buttling
Sorry,
Sammy, just to be clear.
Sammy, please don't vote for me.
Running it.
What do you mean? What is buttling?
I just feel like he really doesn't
means
want to
vote if you
means I can only vote if you vote, is what it means.
Christian.
Oh.
And the reason I chose Sammy is because I see very few worlds where it makes sense that she's evil. Yeah, there's minor worlds where she might be drunk, but I don't think it's on the outskirts, but not evil.
Could there be a
I think
Jofo Sammy world?
I think someone should, and this probably sounds silly because I know that I'm good, but I think someone should nominate me and get me out because I think that we have no information to work with, and even false information helps us figure out if what's coming out could make sense. Like,
If we're going on that world, I would also say, like, I can be very unhelpful if I choose the wrong person to buttle on the last day. So I'll also be a candidate for that.
That's a disaster for town.
Last call for nominations.
Well, but we've got to. Oh my god,
we got to coordinate that if that's the case.
Christian just offered himself up to be killed, so that way he could register to Jake overnight as good, as the spy.
No, guys, seriously, like if I am to pick the wrong person on the last day to buttle, my hands are
10
tied.
seconds.
Oh no! So someone nominate either Christian or Sammy.
I'm bummed.
do we have to nominate? What happens if we don't nominate?
Do we get an
And
extra
someone just
7,
dies.
6,
execution if we don't nominate?
4,
Shit.
3,
I can't nominate.
2,
I-
1.
Someone should nominate. Sammy, nominate
With
yourself.
Okay, can I want to nominate
Sammy-
myself and then talk about why?
Okay. I'm being nice.
No, that's to be very bad.
It's right. Thank you.
2 kills.
Bad
That's so
idea.
nice.
I don't think this is.
Yeah.
I think that the idea is either like vote me or vote no one, and we don't nominate, and we just like go to sleep again, and then someone dies overnight.
Your
Christian, how does the math work? Like,
Okay.
we're losing a kill here, right?
I mean, no, that's actually not a terrible idea. You're at 5, right? Like they'll take us down to 4. Like if we don't execute today, then we lose the ability to execute a second person, right? That's how the math works. So that's why I suggested, hey, there are a couple options as to who we could kill. Sam's putting herself up. I could be very problematic on the final day, right? That's simply it.
I think Jofo was the right.
Anything else pertinent? Perfect.
I'm confused why Christian didn't nominate himself if he's so insistent that he...
I'm just. Look, I'm not gonna. If you, what are you talking about? I can nominate. I'll nominate myself for after this if it makes you happy, Jofo. But this is weird. You're pushing this on me.
Okay, it sounds like not pertinent about Sammy's execution. So anything else pertinent about Sammy's execution?
Am I voting for myself? Are we voting for me? What's happening? Can someone tell me what I'm doing?
To make it's like I don't know. I'm gonna nominate myself after this. Okay.
Right. I'm gonna
No.
run.
And Jake still has a nomination as well, right? So
I think we either vote me or no
gotta
one.
be a
Because
baddie.
then we can
Yeah,
also
it's
see if
very
Jake
quiet.
can confirm.
Right.
Oh, I can't do that. I only vote if you vote, Sammy. By the way. So.
I'm gonna run this.
I'm
And
only
y'all can
quiet
figure it
because I
out now.
can't follow.
Run the vote,
Am I
Dwight.
voting for myself?
Come on in.
The Jake and Jofo world is looking very, very spicy. to
I
me.
wish I had an omni
Steven, it's
button.
wrong.
Dude, we literally have not talked.
Oh, okay. I have to put it down. I have to put it down.
No,
I
you
got-
didn't. You didn't. You were fine.
So at the time Sammy's hand was up. That's yeah. So
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
One's up.
All right, let's do this. Christian.
Okay. Oh, nominate me. I nominate
I
myself
think, yeah.
Why?
for all the reasons I just stated.
Defense.
Could this be bad?
Get out.
I mean, Jake, I think you're going to get bad information from it,
That's
but
the
we
thing,
should
it's
still
like the
take the
only-
chance.
In all
that
these
someone
worlds,
else is
it's
bad
not
outcome.
even about the Undertaker information.
To vote Christian
Okay.
and Sammy because Christian is
I could be a
actively
real
potentially
problem on the
detrimental
last.
to us.
I could be really a problem on the last day.
Unless because Sammy
Okay.
offering herself up makes me think she's not bad.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
Jofo. By the way, I didn't have
If
to bring
Sammy
up at
was
all
bad, I'd
that I
prefer to vote
was
Sammy.
that I was going to be bad on the bad on the last day. I didn't bring that up at all.
I'm gonna run this vote for Christian. It takes 3.
So she's up, so I can go up, right?
Yep. Vote yourself out.
4 is enough. I'm gonna assume that the day's gonna end here unless you get 5 votes on something. With the way y'all are voting, I don't think y'all can agree to get 5 votes on someone. So I'm gonna go and end the day. Unless y'all want to discuss anything further before I do that.
Put us to bed, Dwight.
Yeah, it's past your bedtime.
I know you want to. It's
Christian
past our bedtime.
hasn't executed and does die.
It feels like such a waste. Maybe we win.
night.
Wouldn't that be something? No? Does good win?
Imagine, yeah,
So
Christian was the
fucking
imp and he's
lost.
just like, I'm done. Now
Yeah.
vote me out.
I'm ready to be done with this.
To me, the viable options were Jake, Jofo, and Taryn. I mean, is there a world where Sammy's bad?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
She was so
I'm gonna work through the
freely
math here.
nominating herself.
Yeah. So I think this was a big mistake to like execute Christian and not Jofo here.
Yeah, mistake.
I agree. I think we should have got Jofo.
Because now it's like either Taryn, the Taryn world, or we have to guess between Jofo and Jake. And at least if we had gotten Jofo, then we could choose between, Jake and Taryn.
Who?
Sammy.
Okay. Hello.
What up?
You learned that Christian was the butler.
What the fuck, man? I need to read up more, man. I suck at this fucking game. Learning every time I play, man.
Woo!
Holy shit.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're still alive.
Thank
You're final 3.
I'm still trying though, you know.
You're doing good. I fucking love Jake. He's the best. Yo,
Hello.
pick 2 players.
They killed Jake, huh? I'm gonna do Owen and Sammy.
Owen and Sammy, you learn a no.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Pick Jake, goddammit! Am I red herring? Useless. Actually, wait. Why did he pick Owen and Sammy? Actually, what's the logic behind that? Because he hasn't checked Jake at all. Right? He hasn't checked Jake. So, wait. What was the logic? Okay, well, what did he... Oh, he thinks Jake was dead. He thinks Jake was dead. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyways. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your final 3. That does not include spamming.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying maybe it's Sammy at the end there, because obviously Sammy was coming off the table.
All right, this is your first three. Feel free to discuss what you want.
Jake, what did you get?
Yeah, what's the info?
Christian's a butler.
Now, to be clear, in some of the worlds that are being spun, like the possibility would be that, like, that is exactly what Jofo said, right? Like that it wouldn't tell you much what you're getting. At least that's Jofo's.
I just like
Right,
the
that
world
you
where
would be the
Christian is a
spy
spy
and
doesn't
Grace
make sense
said.
where Jofo is still alive as a good fortune teller to me.
Jofo, what did you get?
I did Owen and Sammy, and I got a no. I was just on a red herring hunt.
That's reasonable.
Wouldn't the red herring be either Christian or Taryn for you though? Because that's the round you got a yes.
Well, no. I think
He
Taryn's
cross-referenced. He allegedly
You've only gotten
cross-referenced on one of these.
see, this is the other thing. You've only gotten one ping, and
No,
you
I got
don't have
Christian
any
and Bloom was
suspicion
a
that
yes. I got Christian and Fishback was a no. I got Taryn and Christian was a yes.
you haven't found your red herring yet.
So you're admitting you're the
me or Jake, my red herring, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
or I guess Grace could have been too. No, that's I don't.
Taryn messed up there. He needs to be the red herring.
To be interested, you seem to think that I'm definitely bad, but you don't seem interested in actually finding your red herring.
I literally
You've
just
never
did
investigated
Owen and
Jake at
Sammy
all.
last night to find my red herring. I just said that.
Did you investigate Jake at all?
You didn't investigate
I
Jake.
did not investigate Jake at all because I was thinking they might keep that they would probably kill Jake, and because I wasn't.
This whole game, you've never investigated Jake.
Why?
No.
Hold on a second. Why would you think they would kill Jake over at Sam?
Because I was thinking wrong. Because my brain wasn't right.
It's just I think it's Jofo.
It's Jofo or Jake. But there's a world where he doesn't want to point the finger at Jake, right?
Steven, it's Taryn.
Wait, is it definitely not Taryn? Like, look,
Steven, it's Taryn.
It's Jofo or Taryn. What?
I wish
Why would it not be
those
Taryn?
three yesterday. This is very frustrating.
there's a lot. There's a lot. Go
More
on.
likely to be Jofo.
I'm nominating Taryn.
Oh,
why more likely Jofo over Jake?
I just think Jofo's more capable.
Because if Dwight picked me, I would admit this would be the shortest fucking game.
Dwight, did you hear that?
I
I'm
have no clue
nominating
what I
yeah,
would do as
I
a
heard.
bad guy.
Jake's been very quiet.
Tell me why, Jofo.
What do you mean I've been very quiet? I've literally been. Can I talk now? You know, like what I do. Christian's a butler.
And now he's trying to defend that argument, that like accusation.
Steven, I really think you're on the wrong road here.
I'm not on any road. I don't know what road I'm on.
Okay, so I gotten a yes on Taryn. I did it with Christian. Also, it's possible Mike was my red herring for what it's worth, even though he's also the recluse.
Yeah, I guess that could technically count, right?
Would you be a red herring and recluse? That doesn't make sense.
That seems wasteful.
I feel need to put. Go on, Jake. I don't want to get overstep on your toes, Jofo. It's your accusation.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
I got a yes ping on Taryn. I have no reason to think Jake is bad because Jake has had accurate information throughout. So that's why I didn't cross. That's why, yeah. So I think it's Taryn. I got a yes on Taryn. The spy world that Steven, you were the one that created, is the one that seems to make the most sense.
Well, I know that I'm concerned about that.
He jumped on your theory. He seems so nervous here.
I'm not nervous.
I think it might be Jake. You know that. Although Jofo was super cagey about, I don't know. Honestly, like I can't.
I told
Christian,
Mike round 1 what my role was. I told Steven and Christian round 2 what my role was. I told Sammy round 3 what my role was.
He did tell me round 1.
Taryn,
what
your
his role
defense. I don't
was.
think you've got.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's crazy that they're both alive.
You
Well,
I've
if he
been
said well, that actually is interesting because if he said round 1, that means he had his bluffs.
Taryn,
Right?
Bluffs. Yeah,
Taryn, your
the
defense,
bluffs
by the way.
would've
I've been
gone.
muted, so your defense.
I mean, I think I've given my defense. I think it's
Okay.
Jofo. Also, we lose straight up either way if I give vote.
Jake.
Either way, it makes no difference.
Right.
Why is it Jake?
No one's on with me? No one's with me on this?
I just think that Jake waited longer to reveal his role, which implies to me that he didn't have bluffs.
Yeah, I didn't. I definitely. Did
I've
not think
never
shit.
spoken to Jake in this. Yeah, okay.
But it's a bluff, right? Like he wouldn't have just come out and been like, "Oh, I'm the Undertaker."
You all could go through the logs. Jake and I have never spoken this entire game.
That's true.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote?
Christian, where are you?
So for me, it makes almost very, very little sense that Taryn would also be bad to me.
Okay.
So I'm biased against this world.
Yeah, but
because
which one are you?
is this-
honestly, honestly, the way that Jofo is saying suspicion around, that's why I'm leaning towards Jofo on this.
Okay,
But like, I honestly, Jake's behavior makes more sense to me as a person who is who's kind of like, you know, I'm gonna be quiet about under.
If Christian wants to talk evil into bad position, I'm gonna let him.
Narrowing it down between me and Jake, you're throwing the game, Steven.
Well, why?
I'm really sorry.
I'm open to the Terran world.
anything else
I'm open to the
pertinent before I
Terran world. I
run
just want to
this
hear, like, in the Terran world, like, Christian's also a baddie. I just think, like, nobody's talking about Jake, and like, Jofo's throwing a lot of suspicion around, which is what the minion is supposed to do.
That's a good point. I mean, like,
I am now going to run this vote. Let's see.
okay, I'm of course, Steven, you know I'm not going to vote on this.
Is anybody voting on Terran?
Running it.
I don't know.
Ah,
I guess I'm not. Oh, damn it.
Okay. They won the game.
One's not enough.
Or I'm
Any
being loud wrong.
other
That's also
nominations
possible,
today?
but-
It's just crazy you wouldn't check Jake at all. I mean, if you were red herring, if you were looking for your red herring, why not?
Like he might have thrown Jake under the bus.
We have to.
Yes, that's why he doesn't want to do it. Because if he said, "I got a yes off of Jake," then like
I
Is
messed
it
up.
Fish
That's what
and
happened.
Taryn?
I was thinking that Jake was going to get killed. So I checked Sammy. I messed up. But
So it really just comes down to getting this 50-50 right. And I think that
it's not, I don't think it's a 50-50.
I mean, you don't matter. You're putting it, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, sorry. That sounded really rude. I'm sorry. That was really rude. In fact, not just sounding. So to me, it really. I honestly think that Jake's sound.
Do I just like end the game, or do I let them play this out? Because like they can't win.
Strange is how Bloom threw it onto him. I told Owen about this a couple days ago. That like it was strange how Bloom threw it out. It's like he's either trying to get Jake to either out of bluff, which I don't think Bloom's bad anymore. I don't think that makes sense based upon the bluff. Wait, actually, does it have? I'm sorry. I'm not helping. I'm really sorry. Someone else talk. Okay. Okay. Go on, Jake.
Why is it not Taryn is the imp and Fish is?
Well, it's too late for that.
Yeah, we can only nominate him once.
Come on.
Ship a sailed on that.
Dude.
I was
It was Kill Knight too.
Owen, where are you thinking?
I'm leaning towards Jofo. I think.
I think that makes more sense.
Well, who's the minion in that world?
I do hear what Fishback is saying.
Is it Bloom in that world? Like, because that's the only way that Bloom could have that bluffs is if he talked to Jofo first, and Jofo is the cover for him having that information. And in that world, that's honestly, that's. Let me build a world. Okay, it's the world where Bloom is actually the Baron. Okay, Jofo is the imp, right? And at which point that means that there is a drunk in play. Who would be the drunk? I think the drunk would have to be, in this case, Steven, and not Jake, because there's Jake in this world. Jake is
Owen,
good.
who got a chef 0.
No, because you're nowhere near each other.
Oh, I thought you were saying this was Bloom and Jake was the world.
No, you and
me and Bloom.
Bloom. I might have said Jake by saying Jofo and Bloom. That's the world. I think that makes the most sense. It makes Sammy's information correct and sober on Bloom. Okay. It also explains all the things that Jake has done to date, including sort of claims that things he found out about people. What did you find, Jake? Day 1, night 2, 3, 4.
Owen was chef, and then I was told Mike was Baron.
Yes.
And then that you were butler.
Right. So all those 3 things would be true. Okay. And then, so the question is, there has to be a third drunk. There would be a drunk out there. Who's the drunk? I think the only person that leaves is Steven, the drunk monk, who can't protect some of these allegedly important roles, such as Undertaker and I guess himself. So
why would Owen's chef information not been drunk?
Because there are 0 pairs in my world. Bloom and Jofo are evil, and they're on opposite sides of the board.
I mean, if I were, and not to say that I'm totally off the train of Jofo being the imp, but why would I immediately, to his point, hop within the first 15 seconds with the imp as the only minion to be like, let's go up and talk? Would that not be the most sketchy thing in the world?
I mean, how many people are actually clocking that these days, Bloom? People are jumping off altogether all the time. I mean, in fact, people might. There was a time in our games where people would say that they jumped off first. That's a thing, but then it stopped being a thing, and people probably said, "Hey, who cares? Just exchange bluffs. What does it matter?"
Doesn't your world make more sense where it's Jake and Bloom and Owen's the drunk chef?
No, because
Game's gonna end in 30 seconds. So if you want to nominate Jofo, guys, go ahead.
Christian, doesn't that world make more sense?
We got 30 seconds. Let's make a nomination and talk about it because I don't want the time to go down.
So nominate Jofo, right?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I nominate Jofo.
Tell me why.
There's 2 dudes left. It's not me.
Okay. So the world where Jake and Bloom are both evil, then Owen has to be the drunk. Okay, so in that case, that makes sense because there is no third. The third outsider is the drunk. It's him. What does that? And then that means Jake is lying about everything, and you are pinpointing who are your pings?
My pings would be Taryn as the red herring in that world.
Red herring in that world. So you didn't check the actual imp.
But that's what's
Jofo, do you have a defense?
No, I'm the fortune teller. I've been very forthcoming with my information. If people don't want to believe me, that's where we're at in this game. That's fine.
It's a little on the nose to bluff fortune teller immediately after I was bluffing fortune teller.
You're just such a trendsetter, Steven.
Yeah.
Any else pertinent? I'm going to run this vote.
I have no idea between these.
Is this the vote for Jofo?
This is the vote for Jofo, yes.
Yeah,
We got to pick one. I think Jofo's body language has changed. Let's fucking go.
I think Jofo's more like.
My body language has changed because I think it's Taryn and we've already lost. So you guys can vote for me.
Your body language changed the whole game.
Still enough to pull it off if we need, Steven, if you come to a different conclusion.
3 is enough.
Right. That's why I held off.
We would need Taryn. I think Taryn should nominate Jake here, but I don't know if he's going
No,
to.
Taryn thinks it's you, so he shouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Also, you guys missed it earlier, but there was a conversation that happened really early in the game.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dead.
Oh no, Taryn, did you just win? You monster.
Taryn and Jofo were bad. Taryn's.
No, I'm not bad.
Taryn won. Oh, good job, guys.
Yeah, I will always let the day play out because I don't want you to ever meta when the game is unwinnable. Right?
I was just trying to figure. I was just trying to make sure we'd won. But then, man, Christian just.
You know what? I thought Christian was like, he was so quiet until I was like, Christian, what do you think? And I was like, Christian's a baddie, isn't he?
Yeah, so let me go through what happened here. We have Taryn, your imp, and Christian, your spy, who...
Oh, I called it! Oh,
yeah, you got it, Steven.
Okay.
In the beginning.
But then you didn't vote for it, Steven. Someone's calling it you.
Because we should have, if we had killed you when Taryn nominated you, I would have gone for him. But it was just like that world was still too open for me.
All right. So yeah, we had that. Of course, the bluff,
I was actually so happy we didn't vote out Jofo last round.
Yeah, the bluffs I gave the evil team were Empath, Butler, and Saint, and I was basically screaming at the evil team, "Bluff outsiders, goddammit!" And they did. So
I knew you wanted me to. I was gonna pick Empath too, and then
like,
Christian was
even
like,
if you picked Empath,
Saint.
y'all could say there's a drunk somewhere, so it was gonna work no matter what. So I wasn't concerned. Your actually one outsider was Bloom the Recluse, who Sammy saw as the Baron alongside Owen the Chef. Fishback was your monk who got killed instantly. Jofo was your fortune teller who picked the Recluse and the Chef. Got yes, picked. I forgot the Christian and someone.
I did Christian and Steven.
Yeah.
Got
Christian,
a no.
Yep.
Then I did Taryn and Christian and got a yes.
Yep.
And then I did Owen and Sammy and got a no.
Correct. Yeah. All that was.
Who's my red herring?
Jake.
Oh, very annoying.
Yeah, I was hoping you picked Jake on the last night, and then
it wouldn't matter because then I still would have gotten to. Oh no, that's not right.
We got.
I told you guys it was unwinnable once we found out that Taryn and Christian
that actually might have been bad, yeah, because you and Jake throwing sus at each other would have been worse for me.
Yeah.
It was so good that you were like in lockstep.
Yeah. Also, but the one thing I want to call out, just a small, I guess it was kind of a Freudian slip that some of us noticed. Taryn, when you were talking to Joe, being like, you didn't find your red herring.
I called that out. Yeah.
I know Fishback called it out. I mean, I didn't mean it as a slip. I meant it as he was
claiming red herring,
theoretically thinking I was the imp, and then stopped searching for his red herring.
Oh god, yeah. Several of the chat were just like, yeah, he just admitted he's the imp, right?
When Fishback said that, I was like, oh, that's not how I meant it, but oh shit.
Yeah.
Why did you kill Grace?
Yeah.
I killed Grace because I had to leave Jofo alive. I had to leave Jake alive, and it was between Grace and Sammy. And I did not know the rule that I didn't realize that killing Grace was a little bit of a waste.
Yeah, it actually gave the good team an extra execution, so that was a risk there because travelers don't count towards the end game win condition.
I almost called you out, Christian. I was like, why has Christian been so silent until I said, what do you think, Christian? You were like weirdly silent.
To be honest, I was actually waiting for an opportunity. I didn't want to overwhelm the decision, the conversation because I talked so much. But I do want to soft apologize for filibustering so much at the end, even though we already won. But there was a soft reason. It's because everyone always says that if I don't talk enough, people will assume I'm evil. Yeah. So as a meta, I have to talk more. So really, this is all your fault. This is everyone else's fault.
I talked to Jake about that in the first round.
The team didn't win. Christian and Taryn didn't win. The rest of us lost.
I didn't lose. I'm not taking
You had to compliment me first. I didn't hear the compliment. I didn't hear two compliments, Steven. I didn't hear
your flowers. That was good.
No, it was a good job, guys.
Well done.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dwight.
Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right, thanks, folks.
Y'all.
Bye, y'all. That was
See you
fun.
guys.
Sorry, Dwight. But it's everyone else's fault. It's the meta. It's the meta. I gotta talk a lot. So I know someone accused me of BMing. I'm like, what? Bowel movements.
No. If anything, it's on me for just not ending the game. I was just like, I'm gonna let this play out because I'll always do that on final day. Be like, listen, even if it's like the last game, I only ended early because one, I thought people had to leave early, and two, I didn't want to have a whole another full day of explaining the math or y'all being like, can we win when it was impossible? But this one, I was like, it's final three. Let them have their fun. Okay.
Do you know how maddening it is to have the world figured out? To have someone to have Steven Fishback being like, this is the world. And then like, okay, I'll go confirm it for you. And then he's like, no, I don't believe you anymore.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, Joe, it happens a lot, and I'm just like every time, I'm just like I'm gonna rip my hair out. So I was like, I saw him like I feel so bad because I know he has the correct world and like provably knows who the demon is and can't like convince people enough.
I changed Terran and Christian to Imp and Spy so long ago on my board.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, I know he has the solve. It was like, I was hoping you
really
picked
good
Jake.
job.
Yeah, you did good. I was hoping you picked
really...
Jake to like give yourself some doubt because like there's no way I can fool him into thinking it's incorrect. So yeah.
So yeah, no, great job, Jofo. I mean, this is the first time like it's ever worked where like we've been figured out, but we actually just got the votes differently.
Yeah.
That's like that's one of the first things I learned when I play these games. Like, man, we had to figure it out, but the votes just went wonky on the last day and we won. And I was like, yes, that's everything. That's the thing about evil. You don't have to get the worlds to be right. You just got to get some people convinced. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And like, it's never worked till today.
Yeah.
So
that's why I like the voting system in this game. Like it does, you can cause a
great.
lot of chaos with that. Especially like in person, it's like a whole different piece altogether. Because like some like you try and like make it very clear, but like you can like fake it last second, which is so fun to do with people. Like the storytellers though will give it a leeway, but it's great. But no, thank you for joining.
Christian, you had a slip on day one where you like forgot who you had butlered, and like
Yes.
there's no way Christian's forgetting who he butlered.
No. I mean, you were right to like to try to seize on that. I didn't know. I was like, who? I didn't know what you meant. Like you voted. Who are you talking about? No, I was literally like I forgot if Terran like my cover story for talking to Terran was day one was that I buttled him.
Oh,
and so, but you're absolutely right. This is not taken away from everything you did.
Yeah.
I'm sort of explaining what my reason.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I was like, I was like, he is hesitating a bit much on this answer. Like he's.
I did. This is the worst time to hesitate on the answer. That's my fucking fault.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so, in any game, it's just like, oh, you hesitated for 1 second. Yeah, evil. It's like I was thinking.
Oh God.
So, yeah.
God. It's like anyway.
No, thanks guys for joining. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dwight.
Yeah.
Hey, great job, Jofo.
Thanks, Christian. See you.
Bye, y'all. All right. Oh my God, so many games. Oh my God, how many games are happening right now? This is like the most I've seen publicly at once. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the stream. Appreciate it. I am going to read you guys out over to. Yeah, y'all go over to TPI. You know, they're doing this thing. I don't know who's storytelling today right now, or who's in charge of the stream right now. Patters. Okay. Yeah, two evil dubs today, which is crazy. But thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it so much. Yeah. They did. But yeah, thank you guys for joining a lot. Appreciate it. So once again, back on normal schedule for a while, for like at least the next 2-3 weeks. Stream tomorrow, Goose Goose stream Monday, Patron Clocktower, and then I'm gonna try and text some people, do some on Thursday, but we'll see if that works out. So I might stream Thursday. We'll see though. But yeah, really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad we got 2 evil wins. That's, you know, swinging back into that direction. I plan on streaming Monday. Yes, Pandemonium. I can't spell. There we go. So yeah, go over to TPI guys. Show some love for me from the community. And yeah, they're doing their big mega stream on Saturday today. So that's always fun. Love that. But yeah, talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and really appreciate it. Thank you all for the support. Always love doing this. Have a good one. Bye.